happened pretty recently.
You know
Yeah.
what's
Well,
But don't go to Ohio. Ohio has a lot of racists.
Ohio? You know what is
No.
also legal?
Yeah.
You know what's also legal? Rolling dice. Everyone roll your test rolls.
Oh shit, we live?
We've been live, Joe.
A
Listen.
17.
8.
2.
18. Barf.
Barf. It is Joe's barf, so everyone
It is my
legally
barfus.
has to tell him happy barf or else.
I've already
Happy
been.
birth.
And
Happy
then-
birth, Joe!
I'm sorry, that
Thank
sounded
you.
pathetic. I was gonna sneeze.
No. You're fine. I've been literally getting hit with it all day, surprisingly.
Oh, it's your birthday, diddly.
No.
Now we can hit
Freaking-
Joe with the doodly doos.
I got hit. I got hit with it twice. Once with the video, and then the second one with the apparently Arkoff recorded his version of it.
Good.
I'm saving that. I'm saving that one.
But guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome to another episode of Dummies and Disasters, Exilia Regalia. What's this? We have a new title. My God, because we have a party title now. Or the Shared Sun, Exilia Regalia, whatever you want to call it. But we are live. Somebody's doing the tippy taps. Somebody's not on push to talk. Yeah, that's right. Don't fess up.
You're-
Above game, I don't know who it was.
Joe.
You show him, Tart.
Don't call me out like this.
I was
That
about to
was
say,
so gross.
River called Joe out immediately. River, haven't you heard the saying, snitches get stitches?
You know what? It was all last session too, so
Bro, don't call me out like this.
But do we
Can't
wanna-
believe I'm getting called out on my birthday. That's what you sound like, Joe.
No, it's not. I get called out like 365 days out of the year.
And on that note, do we want to start?
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone pull up your sailing music. We're going sailing. It's time.
I have Ailstorm on repeat.
I'm gonna be doing this as well. Last time. Hold on, wait, just a tad. There we go. Last time, in preparation for your journey out to sea, you all received a letter from your newfound ally, Flint Orion. This letter contained a somewhat cryptic message containing the location of the first mate of the Montego, Reed Black. You all ventured to the city of Ravenscrest, and delved deep underground into the borders of its twin city, a rudimentary shantytown known as Greycott. Your objective was to find a bar known as the Alla Prima Tavern, a bar that Reed was known to frequent. You found this bar with the assistance of a small tabaxi child known as Flea, and there you met with Reed as well as had a tense standoff with a lieutenant of a local gang known as the Growlers. After coming to an agreement with Reed, you all made a quick and clever escape from Lieutenant Krez and the rest of his Growlers, and returned back to Ravenscrest, then back once again to Dragon's Reach. From there, you had the rest of the day to prep for your voyage. You spent that time gathering gear and in the presence of loved ones. The next morning, with the smell of sea air and the rumble of Nicholas's new proton engine, you all set forth towards Bloodtooth Bay, which I may apparently on this have wrote Bloodtooth Baby. I was very confused for a second.
Oh,
Bloodtooth Baby!
man, eating is going very poorly.
Apparently. But, we find ourselves out at sea. You guys have already been sailing for a few hours, and it's already beginning to get to some of you. Anyone who thinks their character may or may not experience seasickness, roll me a con save.
Okie dokie.
Anyone who wants to roll a con save.
14.
14? Alright. I actually kind of like having the music in the background
17.
with it. While you guys are rolling that. Let's see. Play this back up. Alright, you both are able to hold it in. You guys sail for about 3 hours, and you're finally like out on the open sea, properly away from the coast. You guys have about 3.5 days until you reach your destination. What do you guys want to do in that time? Let's start with, I'm gonna roll a d6. One is gonna be me, in which case I get to do something. That is a 5. Lily, what would you wish to do?
I want to sit on the back of the boat and just fish.
Okay.
I'll throw the fish back. I just want to fish.
Okay. You go over to the back of the boat, and you can see, actually, right where you were about to start fishing, there is someone already fishing there. You see what appears to be an older grung gentleman. And they have, much like the turtle man you saw on the boat the day before, they have, like, old, like, scars across their face. They appear to have, like, this weird, like, almost like seaweed texture, like facial hair, and they got an eye patch over one eye, and they're smoking a pipe.
I'll sit down next to him and just, I mean, I'll stay, I want to stay quiet, but, you know, I'll just quietly sit next to him and start fishing.
You sit on down, and they kind of look at you, and you both
I do
kinda,
the nod.
Yeah, you both kind of give, like, the sup nod. You both start fishing for a while, and for a while you two don't really say anything, but at one point he pulls up a fish, he takes it, and he throws it into a bucket on the floor next to him. And he goes, "So what's your name, kid?"
Lily.
"Lily. Kudesh. I'm the new master gunner on the boat."
It's a pleasure, sir.
Pleasure. You and your friends seem quite capable. You all been together long, adventuring types?
I haven't been with them, very long, but they've all been great friends.
That's an odd word there. Friend. Not a bad one, but I don't know. I've been with a lot of adventuring groups in my time, and not many of them I would call friends anymore. Just let me offer a piece of advice to you, kid. Make sure you can trust them. Otherwise, they're gonna stab you in the back.
She just kind of looks back out at the water. I've been with plenty of groups of people over my lifetime. I was in the military, so I know when I can trust someone.
Intuitive. I like that. Also, you may want to pull your line up.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll me a strength save.
Oh, jeez.
As you feel all of a sudden okay.
26.
You feel out of, as he says that, you kind of like, what? And then you feel a massive tug on your line. You don't expect this, and for a moment you're like, oh shit! And you immediately like have to like buckle into your spot, and you almost go flying off, but you quickly like take the rod in one hand and you grab the railing with the other, and you eventually you kind of like hold your stance. You stay there for a moment, something tugging the shit out of your line, and you eventually, with all your strength, you pull back and rip the hook out of what appears to be a killer whale that swam under the boat and got a hold of your line. It splashes up out of the water and goes back down, back into the briny deep. Look at the shoulders on this kid. Very nice, kiddo.
Lily's just kind of standing there with her mouth open a little. Body, like, still half hanging over the rail.
And
Holy shit.
Even better, your lines didn't snap. Now you know how to get a new one.
She just takes a deep breath. They're not gonna believe me when I tell them.
The crew might. I don't know about your friends, though. Nope, hold on. And then you watch him pull out this massive fish. It looks like a fucking, like, barracuda or something out of the water. Like, it's, like, 3 feet long, and it looks like it's shaped almost like a massive, like, hot dog. And he just kind of looks at it and he goes, "Yep, that's about right." And he grabs it, and he like goes to put it in the bucket, and then he's like, And you watch him fold it again like a hot dog, and just shove it in the bucket. Fold it like a rubber tube. But you and Kudesh spend the rest of the afternoon just sitting on the boat, fishing your troubles away. You don't have any more experiences with killer whales. But it's a good afternoon.
Man, that sounds like a day.
Absolutely.
Now I want to go fishing.
Is there anything else you would like to do over the course of the next 3 days?
Not particularly that I could think of.
Okay. We'll move on to the next person. Let's see who we got now. We got Flit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So Flit would like to, when things are a little dull or down or something, Flit would like to see where Diana is.
Okay. The day after you guys set sail, you find a dull in the excitement, the movement of the boat. You eventually get used to the rocking and the smell of the sea air. And you go and you seek out Diana, who is at the very front of the boat and appears to be reading a book of some kind. It's unmarked, there's nothing on the cover. It looks like an older book with like a red binding. She sees you coming and she goes, "Oh, hey Flit."
Hi, Diana. What you reading?
Well, I'm reading one of the books I got from the Echo Dea. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah?
I think I'm having somewhat of an existential crisis.
As opposed to an introspective crisis?
I've been reading all these books and tomes that a few months ago I didn't even know existed. It's really occurred to me recently how little of our realm's history is public knowledge. I mean, in the midst of the Third Age, sanctioned by the goddess Freyda, and this information has been around for millennia, but I don't know. It feels weird that still isn't accessible by the common man, you know?
Well, does the Echo Day have a reason to keep it secret?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still figuring that out. I keep hoping that by going through these books I'll find some like ancient knowledge or some curse or something like that that proves why we shouldn't share this knowledge, but I'm just talking. What can I help you with, Flit?
Foot kind of fidgets a little bit, like she's doing the one arm kind of rubbing the shoulder, the other arm gesture, looking away.
You okay?
Yeah. I just don't exactly know how to approach this question or this topic for that matter. Do you,
She's kind of looking at you a bit like with a curious eye.
how can you tell when you're in love?
You see her eyes go wide, and without even looking back down at it, she just kind of closes the book with one hand and goes, may I ask what brought this on? You don't have to answer.
Well, I think I might have to just a little bit. There was a interaction with someone, and I kind of got the feeling with that someone that they were interested in me.
You can see she's
And-
kind of like quietly nodding as you are saying this.
And I think they were trying to be subtle about it, but I kind of picked up on it, and I don't really know how to approach that because after the time went and I kind of went back to my room, I thought about it, and I've experienced a lot of positive emotions in the Feywild, but love was not one of them, I don't think. And considering how of an issue I've had with emotions myself, I was wondering if that was maybe stunted in some way. And well, I wanted to ask if you had some insight on this, since seeing as how you're, in a relationship with Corey right now.
She kind of gives you a look reminiscent of like a parent being proud of their child, you know? She gives you a small smile and she goes, well, she kind of turns around from the railing, kind of leaning up against it. That's a really difficult question to answer. Love can... How do I say this? Love can be many things. A sensation, a tingle, butterflies in the stomach. It can be a driving force for us to do great things. But it also can break down our very essence. It's attraction, it's warmth, it's different for every person. Flit, I can't really answer that question for you because my love is different from your love, and only you can know what love means to you. If you think about Corey and I, we love each other, we protect each other, we're comfortable around each other, we have similar interests, and we mix. But Corey is not the first person I've loved, and there's a chance she won't be the last. And I could live in fear of that possibility, or I could take advantage of the time I have with her, be the partner that I wish her to be. So, I guess my question for you is, Well, what do you think love is? Do you think you're falling in love?
But it kind of looks out at the open ocean.
It's not a question you have to answer right away.
I don't know. I was hoping that, like, you could give me some direction to help me figure out, and I think you have. At least I hope you have.
You want me to give you a bit more advice? A little tip that I've sort of picked up over the years?
Oh, you sure?
What I can tell you is this. What I know is that love never blossomed from hesitance. But make sure make sure that you're sure. But once you are sure, grab it out and take it with both hands and never let it go.
But just kind of still looking at the open ocean, he's kind of deep in thought. Thanks, Diana. I'll keep that in mind.
She smiles at you and goes, "So, you want to tell me who it is?" You don't have to, but I am now incredibly curious.
Flit thinks for a minute. 1 second.
No, I don't think I will.
That's above a 10. Flit's going to just, after a moment of silence, just kind of wave Diana over and kind of whisper in her ear, "It's Reno."
She kind of, hearing that, kind of gives you a look. And then she smiles at you again. That's really sweet. Wasn't my first guess, but I will admit he was on the list.
It's very confusing.
It
Not in a
certainly
bad
can be.
way, but yeah. Oh, and don't tell Corvin about this.
Oh,
Anyone else,
never.
but especially Corvin.
Never. Never. This is between you and me. Don't worry.
After seeing kind of what, just seeing kind of and hearing kind of what he did to, well, few others in the group, and how he helped, and I'm like, maybe I don't want that for this, though. Oh, but not that it didn't result in positive for you guys. Oh,
But you're fine. I don't think you're gonna need it. As long as you're happy, that's all you need. That's all any of us need.
maybe. Yeah, you're right. I guess I should figure out what love means for others. Not me. Should figure out what love means for myself then. And I guess what love means for him.
Take as much time as you need. You're gonna really want to think about this because it's a big step. And she smiles and she gives you a small hug. You got this stuff.
But will return Diana's hug. Thanks, Diana. You offer such good advice.
I'm glad you think so.
Flit sighs a little bit, clearly exasperated by the just entire conversation.
Yeah, the heart's pumping a bit. Absolutely.
hmm does Diana have any other books around that she's currently reading?
On her, no, but if you were asked to ask about any, she would have some in, with her stuff.
So, what else are you reading around now, Diana? Couldn't be the only book you brought.
Well, I have a few other things from the Echo Dea, but I also have a few things that I've been meaning to read. I doubt I'm gonna get through all of them. We're only here for a week, but I mean, there's not much to do on here right now, you know.
Yeah, you're
Unless
not wrong.
say, unless we were in danger, but I wanna throw that in the air.
Let's not wish that into existence.
No, not at all. Calm is actually really nice. It's been a while since we've had proper calm like this.
Yeah. Guess we should enjoy it while we last.
Yeah. If you want to go down and take a look at what I brought, borrow anything, you're more than welcome.
You know what? I think I might. And Flit will head on off to see if there are any books to read.
Alright, give me 1 second. I have to pull up a document. And I don't quite remember where it is, I just know I have it. Let's see. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
I almost caught a killer whale.
No, the killer whale almost caught you.
Hey, I did pretty dang good on that strength check, though. I
Oh,
was
I got it.
actually worried that I was gonna get pulled over.
Ah, there we go. There it is.
All I gotta say is, I think I feel offended. I see you, Flit. I see you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Mr. Wingman.
Yeah, she has sound reasoning.
Yeah, to be fair, Flick could have gone to like several of us.
Oh yeah, and several of you were like, I don't know, ask Corby. He's the one who hooked me up.
Yes, but Lily has taken it on her own from there, thank you.
That's the point.
Oh, I hate that I did this, but I'm absolutely going to use this. So, Flit, you go down to take a look at Diana's books, and you pour through a few of them. You kind of like give them the once over, and there's like a history book in there. You first kind of look at the things from the Echo Dea, and you see that none of them are properly titled. And then you start looking into like some of the personal books that she brought, and there's like a comedy book in there. There's like a action adventure story, and then you find one that's called Moonlight Sonata by Valak Wayron. Roll me a history check real quick.
Please let it be about ghosts. Please let it be about ghosts.
Quiet, you. 8.
That name, Valak Wayron, sticks out to you. You can't remember why, but you know you've heard it before.
Can you spell that for me?
Indeed, I can. Actually, that may not be right. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. I need to double check now. Hold on. All right. It was right. No, it wasn't. It was almost right. There we go.
This is weird. I feel like I should know this name. Maybe reading more of the content of the book will jog my memory.
You borrow the book and you start pouring through it, and it is a romance novel.
Wow.
Specifically, a romance novel about a musician going through their life, finding their one true love after many failed attempts. The bond that they share, the family that they raise, and the loss that they grieve when the main character of the story dies and their wife takes over the rest of the story. Picks up from where they left off.
What's going to be especially invested in this for somewhat obvious reasons. And she's going to continue reading it for, I assume, a long time.
Make me... What would the check be for reading a book?
Intelligence?
Constitution, please?
I would just say make me a general... We'll call it an investigation check. You're investigating the
All right,
book,
what's-
you're reading it.
What's curious about this book with a 7?
You have to like stop and ponder about it as like continuously as you go throughout the trip, and it does take most of your time, most of the remaining time to be able to pour over it entirely. But you are able to finish it.
But we'll just kind of ponder. She looks at the book and she goes, living on, huh? And she leaves the cabin.
Okay. Do you want to go find Diana, or are we calling it scene there?
I figured we'd call it scene.
Okay. Alright, good shit. Let me roll to see who's next. We're gonna go. Okay. Hold on. Okay. We're going to go with Rovan next. Rovan, what would you like to do over the course of the next 2 days? Anything specific, or just the stuff you told me?
Probably the normal stuff. However, Ravan's kind of... He'll probably be... Actually, I got something up.
Okay.
Send to you.
Okay. Stand by for a moment, everyone. Everybody have a good day today.
Could have been better, but nothing really wrong.
I slept until 9:30 and then rushed to get an assignment done by 1.
It was alright.
I want to die.
Oh, I'm sure you do, my man.
There you go.
Okay, let me read over this. Okay. Are you attempting to send this off, or are you just kind of
Just
keeping
writing
it?
it.
Okay.
Just keeping it.
Okay. You spend some time doing that, writing it up. And then I assume that's the only real thing, the only thing specific you want to do?
For the most part, yeah. The rest is just helping out around the ship where he can.
Okay. Alright, so, on that note, got 2 people left. I'm just gonna roll a d20 on this one. Okay. We will go with Sarah next. Sarah, what would you like to do? Anything specific?
Not really. She'd probably just talk to Ara and see if there's anything that she could do around the ship, and if not, she'd probably go find a book and read.
There would be plenty of like smaller tasks to help around if you really want to do that, but she's not exactly pushing any of you guys to put in real work, anyone except Rovan, because Rovan is big and strong and she only has so many of people like that.
Sarah will do what she can to help around the ship.
Okay. You spend the next couple days doing menial tasks, helping double check on things, making sure the system, engine integrity is good, etc., etc. But it's not super eventful.
So then in her downtime, she'll read one of the mystery books she brought with.
Okay. Alright then. And I guess last we will go to... we will go to Corvin. Corvin, is there anything you would like to do over the course of the next couple days?
Mostly what I sent you, and also doing the bar duties.
Okay. I assume you want to do those in-game, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, not long into the first day, you go and you find Ara, seeing you kind of like earlier when you guys were taking off, you could see that she was visibly a bit anxious and uneasy. So you, after a few hours, you go and you kind of track her down, and she has retreated to her cabin for a bit. More specifically, she's gone out behind her cabin onto the very small, like, little balcony area that she has, and she's just kind of looking out at the sea as it goes by.
And there's like no one in the party, no one in the crew like around, right?
Make a perception check.
I know Smitty's about, even though he. There it is. 12.
You can hear the voices of like other crew on the ship, and you can kind of hear the mutterings of 2 people above you, and you can see what appear to be 2 fishing lines going down into the water, but you can't make out any real voices or
Okay.
anything that's being said specifically.
So yeah, Corvin is going to try to kind of walk up right next to her as she's like kind of leaning on the a balcony, kind of just poke her arm or something.
She sort of snaps to attention. Oh, hey.
Everything seems to be running smoothly so far. So far so good.
I'm glad. I'm kind of just back here to calm down a bit.
I can tell you've had this anxious look to you since we left the port.
Damn, was it that obvious?
Not sure to everybody else, but I've been able to at least read a little bit of your stuttering mind, a little bit of your facial expressions at this point.
Remind me not to play poker with you anytime soon. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. Being around Reed, I can't help but just be, I don't know, angry? I mean, with what happened between him and my dad and the fallout of that, I guess I'm blaming him for things, which is understandable. I don't like being angry. Despite how I may seem on the surface, I really don't like being angry.
You have a very tough job. I mean, above game Tart, because I'm blanking. How old is Aura?
Ara is, I can tell you here 1 second.
Because I want to say early 30s.
Ara is, according to my notes, 29.
29. Okay, that was close. I mean, someone as young as you are, hailing a ship like this with such commanded respect from just about everybody, you have a very tough job. And sometimes you kind of have to bring the whip down.
Well, that wouldn't be nearly the first time I've done that with you, huh?
Listen, I thought it would be nice, but
It was nice for me.
I could assume.
Well, anyways. You're very kind. Flattery will get you everywhere. And you're right, I just need a little bit of time to just calm down and I'll get right back to it.
He will actually go right behind her and kind of hug her from behind. And he is going to he'll say, "Why don't you? I know it might be a sore subject, but why don't you tell me about your father? What was he like?"
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Advantage.
Which is basically asking you to auto pass the check. But you could do 2 nat ones. You don't.
26.
She kind of leans into the hug a bit, kind of puts her hands on yours, and kind of gives a sigh. My dad was a lot of things. He was confident. He carried himself well. He was the man you looked at when he entered the room. He was the one you paid attention to. He was incredibly smart. Always knew what he was doing, but even with all that, he could never have predicted what would have happened with the Montego. That was going to be, well, as far as I can recall, his plan was for that to be his last big job. After that, he would settle down, give me a good upbringing, and then would give me the option to either follow in his footsteps or, I don't know, go to school, but, well, you know what happened from there.
Well, at least from what I can see, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I mean, you can command a room if you so choose.
Yeah, I definitely got that from him. I never really knew my mom. She was gone way before I even had the mental capacity to know about her. I never asked, honestly. It had always been me and my dad. I had always looked up to him. I never once, honestly, and that probably sounds bad, I never once thought about asking about her until the day he died. And then I realized that maybe I should have. But, well,
Excuse me, just one moment, please.
no worries.
Yeah.
How dare you cut me off on my monologue?
Sorry, Tagiri was asking me for something really quick.
Homie, you
Again,
good?
I'm so sorry.
You good? I'm just giving you shit, don't worry. But she goes, I never thought to ask until the day he died, and, well, I realized I probably should have. It hasn't been a huge regret, but it's always been kind of in the back of my mind, you know?
Did your father have any kind of mementos or anything like that?
Well, he had his ship, but we know what happened with that.
You are going to remember this until you are old and gray and I'm still looking fabulous. I can see the future, like right there. It's coming right into me. Yep, there it is.
Well, I can't complain too much about this old girl right here, and she kind of like pats the rail. Admittedly, the new engine, I think that's what it's called, is quite nice. It's just, I don't know. It's the nostalgia, you know? It doesn't quite work the same here.
Yeah, I get it. Nothing is. It's not like the first time you set your eyes on it, or like when. I understand in a way, especially with what I'm currently trying to do. It's almost like the old ship was your home.
Yeah. But I still got this girl, again, kind of rubbing the rail of the ship. She's been treating me well so far. And then as she says that, out of nowhere, you see a fucking killer whale shoot up from behind the boat as a line, like, snaps out of its mouth.
Corbin's face is that of shock at this moment, and he just goes, "What the fuck is that? Is that like a black, white? The fuck is that thing?"
That is a killer whale that someone just attempted to fish.
Does it taste good?
I don't know. And I hope I never have to try. Those things are vicious.
I saw the teeth. Yeah, that. He kind of thinks, "Huh? Maybe I can turn into that." Interesting.
I'm going to assume that was Kudesh. He mentioned that he likes to fish. Or whoever's up there with him. Kind of like, you can see she kind of like tries to peer like up at the deck above, but she can't quite see from like the overhang.
So do I see Lily and Kudesh is the name?
Make another perception check.
I mean, Lily did yell, "Holy fuck," pretty loudly.
That's true. That is true. It's mainly to see if he could tell that it was you.
Eh, 4, not 1.
You're so embossed in what the fuck just happened, you probably didn't even hear the shout to begin with. Embossed
Like, he's
and
just-
engrossed.
It's okay, I get them confused all the time. Like he's just staring. He's just staring out into the ocean. My God, if that thing is in there, what else could be there?
Hopefully we don't have to find out.
Yeah. Can I show you something really quick?
She kind of looks at the two lines again and goes, I don't know, they might hear us. Are we really gonna do this now?
Well, later tonight, definitely. But no, I've been working on something.
Oh yeah?
And he kind of turns her around to face the wall of the balcony, and using major illusion, he's going to kind of conjure up what appears to be a book snapping shut, and a man who has she had like pictures of her dad or anything around?
She has not, or at least if she does, she's never shown you.
Okay, so it's just gonna be pretty much just a. It looks like it's just gonna look like an older gentleman,
Actually,
probably about the same
you know
skin tone.
what? There would have been a painting of her dad in the old ship, in the first version of it, in the captain's quarters.
And he was definitely there for a little bit.
Yeah, you would have seen it.
Okay, so it's a picture of her dad with what looks to be a younger Aura, and it looks to be like he just got done reading her a bedtime story, and it looks like he's just then finished tucking her in.
Really quick. Okay. You can see as she's watching this, her grip around your hand kind of begins to tighten a bit. You can see a tear kind of beginning to slowly well up in her eyes.
It's this little project I've been working on called The Voyage. I'm not going to lie. It's supposed to show what kind of a man your father was until... And then, like, at that point... No, this is a nice moment. He's not going to show that. Until the memory shuts and you awake. It's also going to show a bit of what I've been going through in the past, but that's in like part 4, I want to say.
She
Songs.
She just kind of quietly squeezes your hand a bit tighter, and she just kind of leans into you. Thank you. Just kind of lingers there for a few moments.
Honestly, that's all I have for with Aura.
Okay. Yeah, you had a couple other people you wanted to talk to. Do you want to do this?
We can do it later because I probably talked way too much.
Dude, if you've got more to do, do it.
Do it now because you're not gonna have the chance to do it later.
All right, he's gonna try and talk to Reed.
Okay. You probably we'll say this is like the next day. You are kind of like going across the deck, and you see kind of up by the helm where Beef and the helmsman, fucking whose name I'm blanking on, Falk.
Falk?
Yes. They're both kind of up there, and they are just like double checking their course. You can see Reed is up there with them.
Kinda. He's just gonna stand there and kind of just try and listen into what all they're talking about.
You stand there for a few minutes and you kind of listen in, and it's nothing important. They're just kind of going over the the course on the way there, talking about like the wind speed and like likeliness of storms. It's not terribly interesting.
Okay. He's just gonna come, kind of just try to interject himself into the group. And he's just gonna look at Reed. He's gonna say, Reed, can I have a moment, please?
Sure. Kind of walks over to you. What's up?
So, it's mostly for my own curiosity, but Ara's father, what was he like? I mean, she's known him a certain way, but from what she said, you two were really good friends, and I'm just trying to get more of a insight into her family.
He kind of looks over and sees how close your proximity is to the proximity between you both and her cabin, and he goes, "That's not over there." Kind of guides you a bit closer to like the front of the boat, and he goes,
Yeah.
He takes out a flask and he starts sipping from it, and he kind of like offers it to you. It's nothing good, but it holds.
I'm afraid I don't have anything on me personally, so it'll do.
You take a swig and it is like piss whiskey. It's horrible, but
Ugh.
it is effective.
Why am I like this? So, mostly out of curiosity, he's gonna try and dip some of that, because he never gave up the anti-venom that the monks gave.
Okay.
He's gonna. This is stupid. He's gonna try and dip some, like a drop of that anti-venom into the flask.
Sleight of hand check.
9.
He sees what you're doing, and I'm gonna first of all see if he can recognize what you're holding. If it's anti-venom. Okay. He sees what you're doing. He kind of swipes it back and goes, "What the hell are you doing?"
Listen, it was a curiosity, but
No.
I don't think it would have worked.
No, it wouldn't have. It's kind of like gesturing the flask at you. Takes it up another sip. See if I offer you another drink. Odds.
You know what? Fair.
So, Ara's dad, well, he was the bravest man I ever knew. He was smart. He knew how to command the respect of those around him. He was one of the best captains I've ever seen. And I haven't seen very many, or at least worked as closely with them as I did with, Captain Thorne. Good old Captain Thorne, we used to say to him, and he'd laugh it off. Call us a bunch of jokers, tell us to get back to work, but... kind of gets a bit quiet for a few moments. He goes, "I never did forgive myself for what happened with him." I should have reached out, but I just couldn't bring myself to.
Well, could always make it up by assisting in some sort of way for his daughter.
Yeah, I think I'm seeking, I don't know, what's the word? Redemption?
Redemption, repentance, either work.
Trying to absolve myself of my sins. Sins of the father, if you will, whatever. But, I don't know. The whole thing is fucked up.
Yes, especially with where we're going.
Yeah. How ironic. told myself I would never come back here, but I think you just had to go and mention little baby Rosie Thorne. What we
I'm
used
sorry,
to-
Rosie Thorne.
was what we used to call her when she was little. She,
Thank you.
you're welcome. We called her that because we knew that she was as lovely as she was dangerous, just like a rose. And, you know, obviously the play on words.
So, what can you tell? Like, this is gonna sound horrible trying to revisit it, but we need to know everything that we can. And myths and stories can't really tell us everything. What are what are we looking forward to when we get towards the mall?
Gonna roll a check around really quick. Okay. Well, the biggest things I remember, one, it only targeted ships unless it was attacked. Some people in the city itself, in the trading post city, whatever you want to call it. Well, when they started fighting back, that was the only time it actually attacked the people in the city itself. Before that, it was going purely after the boats. The other thing is that the big ring of stones that make up Bloodtooth Bay, it's where it got the name from. Well, when the ships left that ring, it didn't follow. It's almost like it was stuck or didn't want to leave. I think that's why nobody else has seen it anywhere else. That's why it's a legend. So, keep in mind that when you guys go in there, you're going to be in probably a lot of danger, but if you can get out, you should be safe. Or at least, for your sake, I hope so.
So it doesn't leave the ring. So it's only secured inside of Bloodtooth Bay.
That's how the kid's dad and I were able to survive. We somehow managed to survive the boat going down. We swam to the outer rim. Got picked up by one of the ships that had bailed out. The crew wasn't so lucky. I remember our cabin boy. God, what was his name? Ricky? Rictavia? I don't fucking remember, but it started with an R. It was like a Rick something or other, but I remember he grabbed onto me by the leg when we were trying to get out of there, and look at the kid's eyes. Look at the kid's eyes, the fear as the thing ripped him off of me. Never stood a chance. And you watch as he pulls out like the cuff of his leg, and you can see there's a scar on his leg from what looks to be like scratches, or what were scratches, like really deep. Kid's nails dug into me as the thing ripped at him, pulled him away.
So we're dealing with something that has like tentacles or like multiple arms. At least long enough to breach the surface.
You can see he just kind of thinks for a moment. Yeah, it's gone. And you see he kind of like looks down the water and kind of like feels his head. He could, like, evidently he's got like some sort of like a migraine coming on or something. Kind of.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to talk.
Sorry. Details are a bit fuzzy. It's been a long time.
No worries. It's like you said, it's been a long time, and the experience was traumatic for everybody. And I do apologize for digging up old wounds.
No, it had to be done at some point. But to answer your question, yes, it had weird tentacles. It had a big old toothy jaw. That's where that's where the namesake came from. And from what I can remember, it breathed hot steam. Melted the flesh right off of a group of people on the city grounds.
Weird question.
Sure.
Did you or any of your crew get run into any trouble at Bloodtooth Bay? Like you guys upset somebody?
Well, nobody went into Bloodtooth Bay looking to start something, but everybody went in there trying to get away from something, so... That's a impossible question to answer, my friend.
I have this weird theory that the maw might be controlled by something, but it could just be it just could be another wild animal. It's where I'm mostly leaning towards.
Could be.
Especially if it
Won't know
doesn't
until we get
leave its
there.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, it would went after ships, it would take out big chunks of the underbelly so they started sinking, and the tentacles would come in, pull them back down. A lot of us, I remember, originally thought it was maybe a kraken or something, but no. It's too, I don't know, almost draconic in nature, I guess. Wasn't a dragon, no, but it was almost like looking at a big hydra with like just one head. Or like some giant freaky eel. I don't know how to really describe it.
Good to know.
But if it's there, you'll see it.
He's just gonna put his hand on it. Corvin's just gonna put his hand on his chin and just kind of be in deep thought. Thank you for all of this. I have a call to make. And I got a thing I want to send you.
Okay. Feel free.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Okay. While Joe is typing that up, how's everybody else doing? Everybody having a good time? You all ready to see the big fishy? Or
I'm
potentially
having a
see the big
blast.
fishy?
Other than my whoever is smoking outside and it's wafting into my apartment.
Gross.
Like it's cigarette smoke. I can smell it. I'm allergic to the shit.
Gross.
So I've just been fucking sneezing.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless.
I need all the blessings.
That's a good gift, J. Frost.
Hey Tart, are you excited
I do
for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl?
Hell yeah, I am.
Tomorrow, isn't it?
No,
Friday.
Friday.
No.
Oh, Friday?
Yeah.
Yep.
Only a few more days? I'm not playing.
I'm getting mine when I get paid on Thursday.
I'm getting that shit right quick.
I'm only excited for RCS.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude.
first signature card.
Corvin, you send that message off, and I am going to roll a thing here real quick. Okay. You get a message back stating that it is very resistant to... Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me actually pull up the thing. Let's see.
Pull up the word counter.
Yes.
Pull up Liam Neeson.
The big thing you get messaged back is to be wary of the bay itself. Because if the maw, whatever it is, if it's been there for a long time, what's likely happened is that it may have turned the bay into its lair.
I don't like the implication of that. Oh no.
Yeah, I think with that sentence, all of the D&D veterans just like across the internet gave each other the same look.
Oh no. Yeah, he's gonna try and tell the party that the moment they all convene.
Okay. Cool. You all sort of get back up on the same page. If anybody wants to go over the details that you learned, feel free. Or if not, we can continue.
Everyone else's details are much more important than Lily's "I caught a fish this big."
Wait, that was you?
Oh, so that's who caught that whale.
See, like I said, tiny but mighty.
Small but swole.
Lily, I never doubted that you were very strong. I'm more impressed that the line stayed intact.
I didn't know what a whale was until today.
At least you got to see one up close.
Yes, and I have weird ideas for later. Hopefully we don't need it.
Killer whales and regular whales aren't exactly the same thing.
By the way, Flit is going to walk on over to Corvin and kind of whisper something in his ear.
Yeah.
Sometime after we get off the boat, mind if I talk to you?
Sure.
She'll nod and kind of turn back to the group. So, what is it that's supposedly there, Corvin?
They didn't get an accurate description, and from what Reed said, it probably has tentacles and has this giant. The name Maw definitely rings true. It has this giant, like, beak-like thing that apparently shoots out steam. As well as be weary of being in the bay itself. That appears to be its lair of sorts.
Oh, great.
And we have to go in there for the shard.
On the plus side, if that's something that scary is there with the shard, I think we can kind of figure on our opponents not showing up there or having made their presence known there.
You'd figure Amnon would want to try and kill the thing.
Why?
Big thing? I don't know. I don't understand crazy people.
You know what? Me either, and I'm glad.
Yeah. But that's mostly what Reno told me.
Okay. Are we all good to continue?
I'm good.
Yes.
Okay. Corvin, you had one more conversation you wanted to have. Do you still want to do that?
Did I?
You did.
Oh. Oh, yeah. No, we can skip that one.
You sure?
Yeah, we can skip that one.
Alright. Cool.
That can come later.
Okay. Then with all business done, we will move forward. over the course of the next few days, you guys make your way on down to Bloodtooth Bay. And about halfway through the 4th day of travel, you guys begin to see... Actually, let me choose music. You guys begin to see, in the distance, what appears to be the remains of a massive platformed city. I'm going to be turning off the sea sailing ambiance. If you guys want to leave it on, you can, but I'm going to turn mine off. As the splendor of rainwater begins to coat the cast and crew, you all arrive at a ring of rock spires, giving the resemblance of large teeth protruding from the water. The ring is about 500 feet across. In the center of this ring, a platformed city that seems to have been built upwards, layer upon layer, once upon a time. But now it lies in shambles. While some structures still stand, you can see a number of them have been reduced to big, caved-in piles of wood. The ship stops just outside the ring. A small number of ships you guys can see are actually seemingly still docked around the base of the city. You all begin to gather once more, and Ara seems seemingly more on edge, rushing around giving people orders. More specifically than anything else, making sure the cannons are loaded with the good powder, as she describes it. She kind of comes over to your group and goes, Alright. Looks like we're here. Bloodtooth Bay. Only been here one other time, and I was way too young to remember. Not the most responsible choice my dad made, but looks about as well as I remember it. There is obvious sarcasm in her voice when she says that.
Corbin will kind of just take her hand and in Elven just kind of whisper, "It's okay. Got this."
She turns to Reed, who has just come up next to you guys, and goes, Alright. So, Reed, you've been here before. Give us your expertise. He starts thinking, he goes, Well, first thing we want to do is, you guys got a lifeboat, yeah? Yeah, what about it? We're going to want to load up whoever's going in onto there. Smaller target? Likely. Something so small, I doubt the mall would even pay attention. But if you bring this old baby into there, especially with that hunk of metal you got on the bottom deck, well, might as well be ringing the dinner bell. Ara, very obviously, it's like completely all over her face. Does not like the idea of sending you guys out there on a lifeboat. But she kind of thinks and goes, Yeah, I guess that's a good point. No point in going out there if we're just gonna get chomped to the bin before we can even get over there. Alright, I'll get some people to start getting the lifeboat together and get you guys some supplies. You guys start prepping. She kind of points out to your group. And she slowly begins to walk away. What's up, Flip?
So we're looking for the wreck, right?
You're looking for the wreck of the Montego, which, from what you guys can currently see, actually, everyone go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay.
That's a 25.
17?
That's a 6, but I'd like to use my inspiration.
Sure. Go for it.
Dirty 20.
Oh, birthday is 16.
Birthday is doodly-doo. Okay.
Happy 16th birthday.
Hell yeah. I feel younger already. Yes.
Oh
guys-
man, I'm not the youngest anymore.
You guys start peering out there, and anyone who got above a 15 can see that all the boats currently still tied to the docked at Bloodtooth Bay are definitely smaller in size. Nothing like the size of your ship that you're currently on. Anything from any ship size from maybe 5 to 10 people would be more than reasonable enough. None of the ships are terribly big out there. What's missing are the big ships, the treasure ships, the cruisers, the big old, like the big boats like you guys are currently on. Reed goes, if you're looking for the Montego, you're not gonna find it. Montego was the first one to go. That was what kicked off the whole thing.
So does that mean it's underwater now?
That'd be my guess. If I had to take a guess, Montego's directly underneath the center of the city. So you're gonna have to go diving a bit. Any of you mages got water breathing prepared?
Yep.
Yeah. I've got it.
Alright, you're gonna need that.
I have a weird idea. Is there like any kind of like cavern that leads down from the city?
Not that I'm aware of. From what I remember, it was all just flat land underneath the city. Ocean floor, despite how deep it may look, is only goes about 100 feet down.
Well, there's that idea.
Definitely, I think the city was built on maybe an underwater plateau or something, because the land underneath is a lot shallower than anything around it.
While I think Flit would have asked this of Aura at like a previous junction,
Okay.
but does anyone on her crew know water breathing?
Let me double check some of the crew stuff I have. Actually, one person does. Zangil, the doctor, or the surgeon.
Okay. Flit would have offered to, because it's a ritual, would have offered to cast water breathing on all of Aura's crew should the worst come to worse, if they did not have access.
Okay.
Stupid question. What about the Triton? Falk?
He doesn't need it.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like a racial feature or something for him.
I'm pretty sure it is. I can double check. He is a fishman.
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 Fish.
Fish. Yeah, he can breathe water. He is amphibious.
Would that apply for the turtle and the grung too then?
So funny thing about that,
Grog, no. Turtle, definitely no.
well, I believe grungs are amphibious. They just don't have a swim speed for some reason.
Well, swim speed is in 5e for like PCs and NPCs, humanoid creatures. It's just your movement, but swimming counts as difficult terrain. I had to check that as I was preparing for the session. That's how I learned that. So everyone take note of that. If you're going underwater, unless you have a swim speed, you're going to be moving half your speed, whatever that may be.
Mechanics question. Even if with water breathing, would that mean the verbal components for spells go away or no?
With water breathing?
Yeah.
Don't think there'd be a problem.
Yeah, see, I didn't think so either, but I'm just double checking.
Let's see. Also retain their normal mode of respiration. I would say yes, you still can.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Ara comes back after a few minutes and goes, "Alright, I got our 2 lifeboats set up for you guys, so I recommend splitting up into teams, because not all of you are going to fit on one boat, especially not with this big lug around." She kind of bumps Ravon. No offense, big guy, you're just very big and very heavy.
I try not to be as problematic, but water is, well, water.
Yeah, are you gonna be able to swim and all that? She says, kind of looking at your armor.
It is not plated. I can move freely.
Lily's gonna look over at Ravon. Well, he's the heaviest, and I'm the lightest. Should we ride on the same boat? That way it's least amount of weight added.
Sounds like a decent idea, at least. I recommend doing 3 and 3. There's 6 of you, so.
I'll go with Lily and Ravon.
That
Alright.
sounds like a good balance.
That sounds like the rest of the ladies are going to be in the other boat, the cooler boat. She says, kind of
Yeah.
smug smirk.
Lily just rolls her eyes. Well, excuse me.
I'm just messing with you, short stuff. Don't worry. You're all good in my boat.
Also, Lily, I'm on the boat. It's obviously the cooler one.
Corbin, you hear Ara audibly cough at that. She just kind of, after that, gives you a smug look.
And he gives her a smug look and uses the message message cantrip. Says the lady 3 times last night. Just saying.
You see her smile just get a bit wider.
I adore this woman so fucking much.
Alright. You guys get ready. In the meantime, I have these for you. And you see she gives she hands one to Corvin and she hands one to Flit. And they look like these long, like, paper tubes. And she goes, if you guys get in trouble, you need me to come out there and bail you out, just take a hold of that and twist the bottom of it. Point it up into the sky and twist the bottom of it, and I'll know.
Twist the bottom and point it up. Got it.
Anything else you guys need before you go out there? There's not a ton I can offer.
Honestly, if worst comes to worst, I think it'd probably be better to keep the supplies here.
That's what I was thinking. At least that way, if we come to get you, if we have to bail you out, we'll at least be the main target rather than you guys. Because I'm gonna be real, if this thing's as big as they keep saying, you're probably gonna all go in one go. If it comes after you guys.
Unfortunately, all I need is 400 feet for me and one other person.
Well, I hope you're able to make tough decisions then, as you'll be leaving someone behind in that event. But I do believe in you guys. So all of you make sure to be safe, yeah? Don't do anything stupid. I don't care what else is in that boat. Don't take any chances. Get what you need and come back. Here?
Yes, my captain.
And at that, she kind of cracks her neck. And she calls out to the crew, "All right! It's time!" And at that, we're going to take our break. So the party
Move.
prepares to enter Bloodtooth Bay.
I'm sure everything will go swimmingly.
Haha!
No pun
Got it.
intended.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, CG, just think. At least you can properly swim with your druid swim speed of killer whale.
True.
Alright.
I
J
just
Frost, do you
turned
wanna... I know you have to dip out. Do you wanna say goodbye to everyone?
Everybody, please. Please, for the love of God, be safe, and also, like, know your limits.
Shout yourself out, my man. Where can people find you?
Probably in bed, sleeping.
Good answer.
You can find me on twitch.tv/jcross747, as well as on Twitter of the same tag name. Not a whole lot, because let's face it, I am the tired boy.
Tired boy.
I am a tired boy. I'm the one who sleeps.
I am the
Alright.
one who has lack of sleep.
Get slept.
Have a good night, J Frost. Make sure you get some sleep.
Good
Night,
night,
J.
J. Frost.
Hopefully things improve. If not, new job hunt. Let's do this. Why?
Good night, my man.
I didn't.
Yeah, so for everyone watching, J Frost has been having it a bit rough at work the past couple weeks, so he did warn me beforehand that he was gonna have to dip in the middle of our game to make sure that he got enough sleep for work tomorrow. So, it is unfortunately going to be... He is abandoning the rest of his crew for, well, things. Smile. But,
And stuff.
things...
Don't
and
worry.
stuff.
Don't worry. We'll have, we'll be fine. His cardboard cutout will do great in water, I'm sure.
In fact, let me actually go ahead and pull up his sheet just so I have it on hand.
Yeah.
Fuck
So-
capitalism.
I have two dumb things I wanted to mention
Sure, absolutely.
during the break. So, message, you have to kind of like point and give the telepathic message, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, does that mean that all the sleazy jerks who do the finger guns motion at people are giving people messages?
Oh
Okay,
God.
but
That's
I
the-
use the finger guns. I'm not sleazy. I'm just dumb.
I'm just saying that's the worst kind of catcalling is when it goes into someone's brain.
Well, it's fine because the return message is usually fist. Wait, why did you just say fist?
Nani? Alright, we
I
are
also
gonna
thought
take we are gonna take a break though. I'm gonna go refill my water and use the bathroom. I will be right back.
I'm gonna do that too.
I'm gonna pull up this chat real quick.
My husband
Just
and
see
my
if they're
boyfriend got
behaving.
home and they've both been like trying to get my attention and it's like I need to pay attention. I can only
Yeah.
listen to so much talking at once.
Yeah, I get you. So Gary was doing that a little bit before she passed out. I'm not sure if you can hear her snoring in the background, but yeah, she's asleep.
My Echo Dot started going off a little bit ago, and I'm like, what the heck? No one said anything.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to be a little cheesy and mushy, and like give her a hug and everything. But one of the things that you should not do is ruin a captain's perception from the crew. A captain has a reputation. You do not ruin that reputation. At least that's what the naval people have told me. Alright, so let's see who we have. Hello, Sandman.
Hello, Sandman.
Ah, you mentioned your husband, River, and then I see him in chat. There are two Joes in chats now. Too powerful.
Sorry, I had like drank a bunch of tea.
You're fine, dude. Speaking of tea, I gotta go grab me something to drink since someone's here. Entertain!
I am the last person to ever ask to entertain. I'm not very entertaining.
Neither am I. It's okay.
All I've been doing, like, most of the day is, like, binge playing Animal Crossing.
I just realized I had not had the push to talk button down. Oops. Alright. If you guys think you're also not entertaining, then let me share something that I'm sure everyone will appreciate. So I had an idea for a bit in that last scene that, you know what, actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm going to wait for everyone to get back because I feel like Tart and Joe would appreciate this the most.
Oh boy.
Well, I know Tart can hear you. His headset also travels with him.
Oh, I believe it. But I want to hear the reaction.
Well, it sounds like Joe might be back.
I think it might just be the mic picking up what's going on.
That's possible.
Oh man, it feels good to play some D&D though. This is a interesting boat ride we've been on.
Well, we almost had to go on a rescue mission.
You could have been bait for that killer whale.
Yes, she could have.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I have 7 in, for my, I have a +7 for fucking strength.
Either
Hello, I'm
way,
back.
you rolled a 19.
You would have been able to take that killer whale. It would have been a good surprise, but killer whale is only like a CR3 in game.
Yes, killer whales are not especially like threatening, despite the name. They are just kind of animals.
I will let you guys know you did avoid an encounter when I rolled for one.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because I said I was number 1 on the D6, if you remember. And And so I said, if it rolls on me once, I'm gonna roll to see if there's an encounter. And I rolled for it, and an encounter did not appear. However, I am curious because I do have a table up. I'm curious as to what your encounter would have been. Let's see.
Big shark.
1d4 plus 1d6. Let's see. 1 plus
Aboleth.
3.
Oh,
A
fuck
Hydra.
off. Oh no.
You guys could take a Hydra. Hydra is a party of like 5 level 8s could take on the Hydra. Absolutely.
I mean, I also believe a party of 5 level 8s on a fully decked out ship could have taken a
Yeah.
Hydra.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a challenge rating 8. We could have taken him.
Yeah.
I will say this. I had a dumb idea for a scene that I kind of wanted to do for a joke, but it just didn't pan out.
Mm-hmm.
Wherein, Foot's like, what's that thing that you say to the captain to register, when you register you just heard something? Oh, I remember! Aurora, Captain! No, wait, that's her name. Shit.
I love that. I love it so much.
That's a solid
I've been-
kick.
I have a dumb grin on my face.
I'm also smiling.
That's a solid kick. Maybe even a kick W.
Fucking, that's a. Wonder what that is? Where is it? Ah, come on, where the hell is it? Too many fucking emotes. Problems of a Nitro user. Burnout kick.
Or no, kick. I have Lime's kick. Hold on. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
While Tart is looking, I have a game for chat and everyone in this call.
Lime's kick.
It looks like it's crying. What the hell?
It really does look like it.
Yeah.
So chat, without Googling it, a new character is coming to Fortnite. Who is it?
I know they recently announced Resident Evil.
Master Chief.
Master Chief has been
It
in
was
for
already.
a while.
It was already.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought he was getting a new thing because the new Halo show coming out.
Wasn't there fucking there was like a teaser for an upcoming wasn't there like a not Street Fighter? It was like a fighting game thing that they announced that I saw on like Twitter recently.
I
know-
could not tell you.
I know they've done Street Fighter.
Yeah. Hold on.
So the correct answer is Boba Fett. To
That
celebrate
makes
the book of Boba.
That makes sense.
I thought you were gonna say Naruto.
Just don't.
Naruto is what I was thinking of. Thank you, Joe.
I'm sorry. I've seen like 7 different people posted in like 8 different servers.
Believe it.
Ugh.
Alright. Roll call.
So,
CG.
Book of Boba.
Tart. Joe.
I have Angry Orchard Green Apple Cider.
Ooh. Green apple cider. Ooh. With
It's delicious.
Oh,
Sarah.
I'm here.
Alright.
What does that give me every time?
And cutout, cardboard cutout of Jay Frost. Yes. I like
Yes,
Blood Bowl and I hate my job. Ah.
I like cheese and cheese accessories.
Alright, so we can continue. So, let me get some music out again. So, you guys load up into your little lifeboats. You are lowered down into the water, and both boats begin sailing out towards the center of Bloodtooth Bay. As you guys kind of begin to enter the ring of rock spires, as you hit that water, you almost like knowing the danger that lies underneath you now, you can feel the air physically change. It feels tighter, harder to breathe. You guys continue out and you begin looking down into the water. Everyone go ahead. I'm going to say Rovan is steering one boat. The boat with Lily and Corvin. Who's steering the other one? The other one has Diana, Flit, and Sarah.
Sarah probably could.
Alright. Then everyone else besides Rovan and Sarah, go ahead and make me a perception check. I'll let Diana do the same as well.
18.
Not a great check from Diana.
There we are. 24.
As you guys... Wait, we're missing someone. Corvin, did you roll a... I need you to roll a check too, my guy. I mean, unless you don't want to.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You're good. I was like, wait a second.
17.
Okay. As you guys are kind of looking down, Diana has a bit of trouble, perhaps glare from the sun on the water, but the rest of you kind of begin peering into the water, and it's actually surprisingly clear to see in some at some moments. You can see underneath the city as you are getting closer and closer to it. You can see what looks like... You can't quite make out what it is, but you can see some large silhouette of something beneath the city itself. You can't quite tell what it is, but you guys keep going, and eventually you all reach the city itself. You actually find a space where you can dock, if you all so choose. Just kind of tie up your lifeboats if you want.
I'd be down. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, Sam.
Okay. You can see that the docks have not been used in a long time, so they're very wet. They look like the elements have definitely gotten the better of them, but you are able to find a reasonable spot to tie off your boats. As you guys are kind of unloading and you begin thinking about your next steps, Rovan goes, "So, I thought about it. If we are going underwater, perhaps it would be best for someone to stay above to watch the boats. Just in case we need to make a hasty retreat."
You thought about this while you were talking to Ara, but didn't want to look bad, did you?
Maybe.
That's probably a good idea.
Please don't do anything crazy.
No, never.
Gee. Staring at him.
So Rovan is going to stay above water to keep track of the boats. Make sure that you guys have them ready in case you need to fucking bail. Does anyone else want to stay with him? Or is everyone else going to dive? In fact, let me, real quick, see what Diana's going to do. Let me see if Diana wants to stay up. Because you do have two boats. Okay. Diana goes, if you guys want me to, I can either go down or I can stay up with him. I'll leave that to you guys, though.
Personally, Rovan's a big guy. He can handle both boats. And I'd rather have our life cleric down there in case one of us were to get hurt.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of the opinion that if Rovan gets hurt, then he's out of luck. If we get hurt, then we've got several others to help.
That is a good point.
Ravon goes, don't forget I can give myself healing. I can touch myself and feel better.
But if you get that doesn't do you any good.
Surprising.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you when you're older.
He kind of squints his eyes. Alright, so are you guys leaving Diana up with Ravon?
Personally, I'd rather her come with.
River tiebreaker.
I don't. How does water
There's
breathing
4
work?
of
That's
you.
what-
Hold on.
I was gonna say that's what I need to know first is how water breathing works, because Lily has no way to actually die.
It's exactly as it sounds. Water breathing just lets you breathe underwater.
Yep. You can speak. You can breathe.
Does it cast it on everyone?
It
Yes.
is a.
It's up to 10
It
people.
it's up to 10 people and it lasts a day.
Oh,
No concentration required either.
Is it a day? I thought it was like 8 hours.
24 hours.
Oh,
24.
wow.
It's the potion that lasts 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Lily personally would probably want Diana down there too.
Okay. Then I yield.
Okay. So Diana's gonna go down with you guys. Also, don't forget, Flit specifically, you have the scroll that Drew gave you if you want to use that rather than using your own spell slot.
Well, it's a ritual, so I already cast it while we were on the boat.
Oh, that's right. Never mind then. Okay.
But honestly, having that as a emergency scroll is a really good idea.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True. Alright then. So, you guys kind of hesitantly move over to the edge. One by one, you all hop into the water and slowly begin to go deep beneath the waves. I need to change the music here real quick. And no, I'm not going to change it to the Donkey Kong Country swimming music.
Hey, aquatic ambience is a bop, but I believe you.
Let me see. Let's do...
It's also on brand.
This be okay? No, that's not okay.
I did want to ask something actually before we went down.
Sure.
So, Drew also gave us that scroll of mass freedom of movement for underneath the water.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something I should cast before or while I'm down there? Because I'm not sure about scrolls and underwater and whatnot.
I would say if you're going to do it, you should do it before.
Then I would definitely cast it before.
Actually, it's magical paper. It's not gonna fucking... Magical paper is not... Well, I don't know. Does scrolls count as magical paper? I like the idea of the scroll being the paper being enchanted with the spell. So I'm gonna say
All right.
if you want to hold on to it, you can do it underwater.
Alright, then I'll wait until we're underwater.
Okay. I'm still trying to pick a song to do. I apologize. What does this one sound like? Yeah, I like that. It's ominous. You guys sail beneath the briny deep. You get to listen to that spooky music. Now, I do have one more question. Obviously, you guys have shit that's gonna get wet if you go underwater. Are you gonna leave anything behind, or are you gonna risk the elements with your supplies?
I think Sarah would have left anything she didn't want to get wet back on the ship before they left.
Fair enough.
I don't actually think I have anything that really gets hampered by being underwater.
Technically, I have my guitar.
Oh, I've got everything in the bag of holding, so...
Yeah, you should be good as long as you don't leave the bag of holding. Or don't
Yeah.
drop the bag of holding.
Hey, Tart.
Hey, Weevu.
Lily probably had a conversation with Smitty about watching Frostbite. I'm gonna let you do with that with what you want.
You better treat that freaking thing like a fucking like royalty.
You gave Frostbite over to Smitty, and it immediately like bit Smitty on the ear. It's just like, ah, fuck.
Eats Frostbite knows.
He knows.
I mean, hence the name.
Frostbite.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys start going deep underneath the water, and a reminder, as you guys are swimming, you are moving at half your speed. So keep track of that for whatever your speed properly is. It should be around 15 for most of you, but I know some of you have increased speeds or even lowered speeds depending on specific things of such as character race or whatever. Fucking dwarves and they're 25 feet. But
You don't hear me complaining.
but you guys slowly start swimming beneath the waves, and it's a bit hard to see, but your eyes eventually your vision eventually comes to, and you can see, as mentioned before, about 100 feet underneath the city, it appears to be a collection of ships that have been sunk and clustered together. Surrounding them is this huge sandbar. And finally, around that sandbar is what appears to be a trench. Together, the ocean floor seems to resemble a massive underwater nest. Everyone go ahead and make me a perception check. If you do not have dark vision, I should have said this before, if you do not have dark vision, you're going to have disadvantage on this check, as you guys are underwater. If you have already rolled and you need to do disadvantage, just roll the other dice.
I got 14.
I got a 24.
That's a 12 for me.
12?
11.
11. Okay. For some of you, it's a bit hard to see. You're still kind of adjusting. But Lily, you look around, you kind of take a moment, you kind of take in everything you're currently seeing. And from what you've been told, the maw should be somewhere around here. But you don't see anything. You guys go deeper and deeper. Eventually you reach about halfway there. As you all continue to approach, everyone go ahead and make me another perception check. Same rules as the last time.
It's a 13.
That's a 15.
9.
13.
Only Flit sees this. Flit, with the 15, as you're getting a bit closer, you start scouring across the collection of ships. And you can see one that is a bit bigger than average compared to the rest of them. It could be that it's a bigger ship. It could be that it's just not as messed up as the others. But you clearly see on the side of the ship the word Montego. It is smack dab in the middle of this cluster.
Flit will kind of like motion for everyone and then point it out.
As Flip points it out, you all are able to see it. The Montego.
How long did it take us to get down to the bottom?
Let's see. Moving at about... It wouldn't have taken terribly long. It would have taken maybe 30 seconds, maybe even less at your current movement speed.
Okay.
Again, it's not super deep underwater. 6 seconds for every 15 feet, up to 50 feet. Whatever that would be.
I'm not here for distance math. I'm here to roll math rocks.
I just figured we were dashing, so that would have lasted
Yeah,
about.
it would have been under 15 seconds. About
was
15
gonna say that.
seconds.
Yeah, about 15, 20.
Yeah. You guys keep going?
Corbin's just gonna kind of try and, as best he can underwater, whisper, "Should we sneak our way in?"
Couldn't hurt. Who knows where that thing is?
5 gold says the trench.
Say that again?
5 gold says the trench.
That's the most likely spot, but who knows how much noise would draw it out.
Flit kind of nervously is just going to pull out the freedom of movement scroll. And I think I'm going to just cast it.
Okay. What's the casting time on freedom of movement normally?
1 hour. It's 1 action, but 1 hour buff duration.
Okay. And don't forget, this is a custom spell. This is, quote, mass freedom of movement. So you're able to cast it up to 8 people.
Okay. So we've got 4 down here. 5 down here. Diana came with us.
Yes. So, that being said, if anyone wants to look up the freedom of movement spell, you can now refer to that for the duration of the next hour. Specifically, you can refer to being underwater imposes no penalties on the target's movement or attacks.
Which would be great for Lily.
That would be great for all of you, truth be told.
Facts.
But,
Sure, but I'm a range guy.
Flit, as you cast the spell, the magic runes on the paper begin to fade, and you watch as the paper slowly becomes heavier and almost like goopier as the water begins to soak into it as it loses its magical properties. And as the spell goes off and begins to fade around you all see the ground and the sand of the sandbar begin to shuffle and pick up, kicking off of the floor into the water above. Underneath the sand, 2 bright blue eyes begin to shift and open slightly. Monstrous reptilian head slowly begins to rise from underneath the sand as the grand leviathan known as the Maw begins to stir.
Eep.
And now I can show this.
Oh. I was about to turn on my Elstorm playlist, but...
There you go.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck that. Fuck all of that.
No, thank you.
Tar,
I'm in danger.
hey, Tar.
Yes.
I see you borrowed that Monster Hunter book.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, man. But as it begins to stir, it seems to have caught wind of the magical scroll going off, or maybe it's just beginning to awake a bit. But regardless, it doesn't seem immediately hostile, and more importantly, doesn't seem to have properly noticed you guys yet.
Sarah's hiding.
I would like to roll a stealth.
Anyone
Same.
who wants to roll a stealth, feel free.
21.
15.
Anyway.
15.
Stealth.
14.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my other inspiration.
Okay.
Big money. Hey, 24.
Okay.
Actually, I wouldn't have advantage on stealth due to the boots, would I?
You would.
Why do I keep forgetting that?
I don't know. What do you?
29!
Better.
Hey.
Better. Okay. So, you guys kind of begin to sink out of the way a bit, out of its line of sight, as it slowly begins to start combing its head throughout the area. Lily, you watch, and just before you get out of sight, you watch its eyes move over and lock onto you for a moment. Make me an insight check.
10.
You are unsure as to whether or not it has noticed you, as it was just before you got out of sight. These guys are now hiding amongst the giant broken ruins of the ship graveyard. You can see you are not very far from the Montego. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, Tar, question for you.
Answer for you.
So, I'm not sure what kind of role this would be, but could I see if if the thing rose after the scroll got cast, like it could sense the magic being used?
Make an insight check.
Okay. 11.
Hard to tell.
Alright. How far is the Montego?
From you guys right now being in the midst of the ship graveyard, it's maybe about 30 feet from your current position. 20 to 30 feet.
Oh. Okay.
It would take no time at all for you guys to swim over there.
I mean,
Go ahead, CJ.
I'm hesitant after it kind of like woke up from casting that scroll. But
Sorry?
I do have Pass Without a Trace.
I will throw this out there. If it's 30 feet, I can use my face step ability to pop right into the ship. It's technically not magic. It's just a magical effect.
Go for it.
So are you
Sorry,
using...
I would like to use face step to pop into the ship.
Okay. You take the moment and you see the sandbar slowly beginning to move. A bit more restlessly than before. And so you see that and you take the moment and you go, alright, gotta go. And so you face step into the opening of the ship. You kind of pause for a moment and you look around. Make me a perception check.
21. 21.
21. Okay. You kind of begin scoping around and you see something move out of the corner of your vision. And you look just in time to see a small shark breach from the shadows and take a bite at you. Does a 19 hit?
Most definitely.
Okay. You take 8 points of piercing damage as it just you see it in time, so you throw up your arm and it just sinks its teeth into your arm, kind of shakes a bit, and you kind of pull your arm out. Spit of blood begins to seep into the water. The salt water begins to burn the wound, but it kind of takes the hint and fucks off out of the boat. You guys see a small shark, what looks to be a reef shark of some sort, come out from the entrance that Corvin just went into. Small trail of blood following behind it. As you look around, the sandbar is, oddly enough, shrinking. Anyone outside of the Montego, make me a perception check.
19.
18.
15.
You all curious kind of peer around, and you see the long reptilian head of the maw sink down into the trench, the body slowly following, almost like a snake curling around this nest that's built. Eventually, the sandbar completely vanishes, and it's just you guys and the mass amount of ships currently at your disposal, as the maw has sunk down into the trench for some reason. You guys can feel the intense movement of the water as it leaves your presence. Back to Corbin. Sorry, go ahead.
If it's leaving, I'm probably going to make my way over to the Montego.
Okay. You start moving over that way. Do the rest of you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The three of you, seeing an opportunity, all make your way for the ship. The three of you coming towards the reef shark, it sees that, and it's going to make a roll. Okay. It looks at the three of you coming at it, and rather than retreating, you watch as it comes head on for the three of you, and it is going to attempt to bite. It's going to attempt to bite Sarah.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, dodge. Okay. Let's see if it even hits first. Does a 21 hit?
Most definitely.
Okay. You see it coming, and you take the moment to sort of curl your body as it rams into you. It doesn't get a full impact, but you are going to take 9 points, half to 4.
Okay.
It seems to just push its way past you guys, and it begins to move away. You guys take that opportunity to get into the boat where you see Corvin, who is bleeding. Not super badly, but he has the shark did obviously get a bite out of him.
I am going to use a first level healing word from the ring.
Okay.
And we're technically not in combat, right?
Not yet.
Okay, so this would be a full 9 then.
Yes. You will get
Which
the
gives
full
me
effect.
back-
Okay.
Yep, I'm back to full.
You take a moment and you heal yourself up. And as you do, you feel the ground you guys are on begin to shake. Not a lot, but enough to where you all can feel it. You're not really standing, but it's strong enough to where you can just kind of look down and see the shit you're in shaking. You can feel the trembles in the water.
May I make that insight check again?
Sure.
To see if it
Absolutely.
senses magic.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Man,
Oh, come on.
Oh, it
17.
wanted that nat 20.
Sarah was saying something.
Go ahead.
I asked if I could insight as well.
Anyone who wants to, yes.
24.
Hell yeah.
Lily don't know.
Lily's like, fuck.
We just look at each other and just.
Okay. Corvin and Sarah, with how things have been seeming so far, it seems to... the Ma at least seems to have an idea of when magic is cast in its vicinity. It doesn't seem to have the immediate inkling of where or what. Does that make
Sarah
sense?
will relay that.
Okay. But it does seem to at least be able to sense when magic is cast in its vicinity.
So, unless we're in combat, I would recommend no magic.
Ditto. Now, let's crack open this ship. See what we find.
Everyone go ahead and make me a perception check.
Six.
22.
Wow.
13. 13.
13. I don't know why 13 was the number I said. You all begin kind of scouring throughout the bowels of the ship, and you find a hoard of gold, platinum, broken open treasure chest, the contents spilling out onto the floor. Numerous artifacts of seemingly alien origin. And Lily, you're the first to see it. Near the back, what appears to be a solid gold box that's been kind of eaten at by the salt water. But it's the one thing in here that hasn't been opened.
Lily's gonna point over to it and try to make her way swimming toward it.
Okay.
Really quickly, did we swim directly past the platinum?
It's just kind of all around.
Sarah will try to swipe a handful of it without disturbing anything, so there's no movement.
Sleight of hand check.
I would like to.
Ooh.
You would like to.
I'm
what?
gonna attempt to fight that.
Okay.
Lily, we were told to get the thing and get the fuck out and not touch shit.
Okay. I will say, I have to be fair, as it is a sleight of hand check, make me a perception check to see if you even see this. I have to be fair.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Sorry, River.
We were told by a lionhead before we came here, touch nothing but the lamp.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm glad you said what I was thinking.
It seemed the more obvious
You know,
joke.
I'll give it inspiration for that. Fuck it. I appreciate a good Aladdin reference.
Just like that, I get it back.
Sarah, roll me a d20 flat.
It's too late to say I take it back, isn't it?
I'm gonna say yes. It is too late.
And
10. You are able to swipe 10 platinum. You kind of... You do, admittedly, you hesitantly think for a second, maybe I shouldn't. But you end up taking it. You pause for a moment. Things seem to still be in the clear. Lily, you move over towards the solid gold box. What would you like to do? It's very it's gold, and you can see that there are parts of it where it is made out of this very like refined wood, like not the same kind of wood that the ship's made out of, like almost like a water resistant wood. What would you like to do?
I'm presuming it's locked. I guess I want to try to open it and see if that's where the thing we need is.
Okay. You try to open it, and it is indeed locked.
Would you allow me to take my rapier to try to open it?
Or,
Just try
you
to
know,
use
I
the
have
tip.
to lock-
Oh, yeah, you're a rogue. I forget.
I do like the idea. I like this idea because I like the idea of Lily just picking at it with the rapier like an improvised lockpick. I will say, while Sarah is swiping platinum, I will let you make an improvised thieves' tools check with this. I assume you don't have proficiency with these tools.
I do not. I don't even have it on my sheet, so
Yeah.
I don't know what to roll.
Then make
I
me a
believe it.
dex check with disadvantage as you are using a fucking rapier.
Seven. My God, that's like the third time I've gotten a 7 in a row.
Jackpot.
I need
I
to go
like
do
to
the
think
lottery.
Point Sarah notices what Lily's doing.
So, Lily, you take the end of your rapier and you kind of stick it in the keyhole, and you start turning a bit, and you realize it's not really doing anything. And you're just kind of like, oh shit. So you just kind of pull it out.
Lily, what are you doing?
Trying to open it.
Okay, good effort, but you know I have thieves' tools, right?
Well, you weren't over here.
Touche. Here, let me see here. And I assume I just roll thieves' tools.
Make me a thieves' tools check.
Can I quickly give her inspiration?
Sure, absolutely.
$19.
19. Okay.
Plus the
Yeah.
I doubt it needs it, but plus the inspiration. What's the roll for that?
What? It's 1d8.
So that would be 26.
Glad you rolled the inspiration because you did absolutely need it.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. It's got a whole ass artifact in it. It's of course gonna need. It's gonna have a high DC. So you start picking at it and you start working away at it, and you realize it's a very intricate lock. And with Corvin's encouraging words at your side, you're able to, after a little bit of wiggling, open up the box. You feel that last click. I need you to make me a con save.
Oh.
6. Uh-oh.
Sarah, what is your current max hit points?
My max or what I'm at?
Well, I assume your max is currently what you're at because you guys had long rests.
I took those 4 hit points from the short
Oh,
rest.
that's right. Okay, so yeah, give me your max.
59.
59. Go ahead and roll me your 8 hit dice, please.
What?
Isn't it technically 10 because I get 2 D10 or something for...
No, because you would have 6 for rogue and then 2 for ranger. So roll me Now I should clarify. I should have said this before. Don't click the hit dice button. Roll me 6 d8s and 2 d10s. Okay. So what is that total? Is that 40 total?
3140, yeah.
Okay. As you feel that last click in the box, your first thought is, cool, got it. And then your second thought is, oh god, I'm dying, as you are filled with this intense, I want to call it a shock, but it's almost like a seizure. Your muscles begin, you feel this power come over you, and your muscles begin to tense violently. They begin to tighten and relax over and over again. It's almost as if your whole body is undergoing the same sensation as a heart attack. You are going to take 40 points of damage. And your max hit points are going to be reduced by 40 until you get a long rest.
Oh! Wow.
Oh. So my max hit points are now 19.
Yes.
Oh god.
It will correct itself once you get a long rest, but that is what it is currently.
Oh god, this puts me way back at like level 3.
You guys see this, like, surge of energy come over her body, almost like an electric shock. And you see her begin to contort violently, frothing at the mouth a bit. It looks like she's undergoing a seizure. This happens for a few seconds, and then it dies down. Sarah, you are hurting, but you are alive. The box is unlocked.
I'm gonna grab that thing quick so no one else has a chance to grab it. And possibly get injured.
You're grabbing the box or the thing inside? Because you haven't even seen what's inside yet.
That's a good point. I'm gonna look at what's inside first.
Okay. The lid only popped open slightly when you unlocked it. You actually open up the box itself. Everyone kind of staring in horror at what just happened, and then you immediately start moving again. Inside, in the midst of a lovely red pillow, is a large palm-sized, perfectly opalescent perfectly spherical gem. It's comparable to like a large pearl, like a I say baseball. Let me think. What's a bit closer? Everyone, give me sports ball terms.
Well, we got baseball, softball.
Yeah, softballs are bigger than baseballs.
Are softballs
they?
bigger than baseballs?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they are.
Supposedly so.
Huh. All right. I would say this is a softball-sized, comparable to a softball-sized pearl.
Insight to see if this is indeed the Star Shard?
Sure, roll insight.
11.
That makes sense.
Can I roll 2 since I'm right there?
Yeah, anyone who wants to. You all are right there. You all see this thing.
$16.
Oh, I still rolled with disadvantage.
I'm all right. Flip
You're
thinks
all right?
that this is the Star Shard.
Okay. You all are
Alright,
able
so-
to come together and put together that this likely, with the protection that went into this thing, its container, and the thing inside, this is probably the Star Shard.
Sarah is going to grab it.
Okay. You pick it up, and you kind of look it over in your hand for a second, and as you are, you all feel the ground and the ship begin to quake. You feel the water become... You guys aren't necessarily breathing, quote unquote, in here. Like, you're breathing, but you're not breathing, you know? You're not fish. But you feel the air, quote unquote, become tighter. You feel it become more... You feel the water become more violent. You can feel the rushing of something big outside. And you hear a massive underwater roar from the maw.
I think that's our cue to leave.
I would have to agree.
Agreed.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
At this point, I would like everyone to roll initiative. Now, we're not in combat, but we are going to be doing initiative here.
Is there a map?
There is not a map.
15.
Anyway.
21.
Baby.
Oh wait, mine didn't go.
Yours didn't go, no.
8.
Okay. So we have Flit first. Then we have Sarah. Then we have Lily. Then we have Corvin. And I will give you guys your initiative. I will post the initiative for you guys after I roll for them all. Okay, not a great roll. What is your modifier, my man? Huh, really? Even with all of that, he is going last.
Hey.
You got a 6 on initiative. So, there's your initiative in the Discord. We start with Flit. Flit, you can feel the tensity, the intensity of the environment you're currently in.
So we're currently still in the ship.
You guys are still in the ship. To get out of the ship from where you currently are, it would be about 10 feet.
God, do I want to? Really don't know about cast pass without a trace. I'm not gonna pass without a
You
trace.
guys still are technically under the cast of Pass Without a Trace.
Really?
Yes. You guys have
Oh, thank
technically not
Christ.
broken stealth yet.
Good to know.
Which actually does remind me. Everyone remind me of your stealth rolls really quick. I'm gonna add those to initiative.
My stealth was a 21.
I had 9, Corbin had 24, Lily had 14.
Wait.
What?
Flit, I don't think you did Pass Without Trace.
No, I didn't.
Because you thought it would attract it, so you did not do Pass Without Trace.
Correct.
That being said, I will say you guys still have not broken stealth. You're just not under the influence of Pass Without Trace. I will say, if you do Pass Without Trace right now, it will add that plus 10 to your current rolls.
And as I was saying, Flit has 21, Lily has 14, Corbin has 24, and I have 29.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the gamble.
Okay. You take the opportunity, you guys Pass Without Trace. Now, thinking about it, does freedom of movement or water breathing, do either of those do you use concentration?
No.
I don't.
Nope.
I didn't think so. Had to make sure. All right, so everyone, tell me what your new scores are now. I'm gonna add those to initiative.
34.
34. Lily's is 24. Sarah's is 39.
I'm 31.
Yep, 31.
Cool. Adding those to initiative. All right. You spend the moment and you cast Pass Without Trace, and again you feel that surge of power as the maw seems even more uneasy. You know shit's going on.
I'm
What-
going to leave. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to leave the ship. I only have an action, so I can't do anything. I'm gonna leave the ship and just kind of peer out, see if I can find a good place to just kind of hide and get a good vantage point if I can.
Okay. As you go out, you kind of peek your head out, and you see the maw with these giant, like, almost like claws that it has planted itself on the edge of the plateau, and is currently surveying the nest that you guys are in. And you can see from its neck, small openings begin to open up, and long, like bioluminescent tentacles begin to slowly peer out from underneath. It doesn't seem to see you, Flip.
Eep. I'm going to move to a spot that in range so that my allies can pass through my Pass Without a Trace bubble. And end my turn.
Okay. You slowly move out away from the ship. So you haven't started going up yet, yes?
That's correct.
Okay, just making sure. So you move out of the ship and move to a different spot. Sarah, it's your turn. What would you like to do? You currently have the orb.
I guess holding on to that, I'll move out to the edge, the furthest edge of Flit's Pass Without a Trace bubble.
Okay. As you move through the Pass Without Trace bubble and begin to exit the ship, I need you to actually re-roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Would it normalize with her boots?
It would normalize with the boot, so it's a flat roll. But you are going to make me a new stealth check.
$24.
24, and with Pass Without Trace, that brings it up to 34. Okay.
Yep.
You slowly move out, and as you do, you feel, you kind of look out, and you see this thing quickly, like its eyes dart over in your direction. You kind of duck behind, you wait a moment, peek out. Doesn't seem to have noticed you. You take the opportunity, and you move out of the ship. Do you go upwards at all? Sarah?
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed what you said. My mom was talking to me.
You're good. Do you just move out, or do you move upwards at all?
Just out.
Okay. Alright then. You do notice as you find a new spot to hide in that the Leviathan, the maw, has seemingly caught onto the area you're in. It doesn't see you, but it does seem to be somewhat alert to your presence. You make me an insight check.
advantage or anything?
I'm going to say advantage because you have the star shard in hand.
$16.
It's not a terribly hard check. It seems to be aware that somebody has taken the star shard and seems to be searching for it specifically. That is your turn. We're going to move to Lily. Lily, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna stand there. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at it. And with that, I want to know your enemy.
Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, know your enemy does take a minute.
It
Right.
just says a minute, yeah, at least a minute observing or interacting with another creature
Okay.
outside of combat.
I'm going to make your life a bit easier. I'm going to say you can't do this now, as that would take a very long time, which you don't currently have. I'm going to say, though, if you wanted to have been doing this in the meantime, from as you guys were approaching, once you caught wind of it, I will allow that.
I will accept that.
Okay. What would you like to know about it? We'll say that this is the point where it finishes.
I want to know AC, which I think it's just equal, superior, or inferior to my own. Which my AC is 18. I swear it was more than that.
Yours is 18, yes?
Yes.
It is higher than yours.
And we'll go actually with strength score.
Strength score, it is higher than yours.
I look over to Corvin, who's I'm presuming still there.
Yes, Corbin is still there. Not that you are able to see it, as he has a 34 in stealth, but yes, he is there. I'm just making shit. Yeah, you can see him. Unless
Corbin, I
Corbin
don't-
deems you unworthy of his sight.
Do you deem me unworthy?
I mean, I assume he would be like right behind her.
Yes.
Lily kind of looks over to Corbin. We have to get out of here. This thing is. It's angry. It's big.
Don't have to tell me twice. Although I will say I have something stupid in mind.
Stupid is kind of our specialty.
That's all I can say.
What else would you like to do, Lily? It is still your turn.
I'm gonna stay there. Lily's terrified of this thing and really doesn't want to move.
Okay, you're staying in the ship. Fair enough. All right, Corvin, is your go, my man.
Okay, so that stupid thing. I want to. A part of me wants to cast Cacophonous Thoughts onto the maw.
What kind of save is that?
Intelligence save.
Okay, your call.
That could really help. He's probably got magical resistances. But it's a first level spell. Fuck. I'll take the gamble. I'm gonna cast Cacophonous Thoughts at first level.
Okay.
So it's a DC 16 Intelligence save.
It rolled a 16.
Fuck. So it takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Okay. You cast the spell, and it seems to lock onto the spell being cast for a moment. And then it sort of, you guys can see it physically, like, it feels weird for a moment, and it slowly, like, shakes it off in the water. And it's going to do a thing. Hold on. Okay, cool. Corvin, you look, you do have to break stealth to cast the spell.
That's why it was stupid.
Okay. As long as you're aware.
Uh-huh. The disadvantage would have helped us out, especially when it comes to sneaking around, but here's where I fucking die.
I will say, real quick, what is your stealth modifier?
Like passive?
Yes.
Since Foot is probably not near, what would it be, 10 plus stealth?
Yes.
15.
15? Okay. Alright. Cool. Is that your turn? Or are you going to take the time to move?
Is there, like, any kind of, like, rock formation on the... not around where Sarah and Flit are? You know what? No, that's stupid. I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna move towards Flit and Sarah.
Okay.
So I can get that...
You go.
Sorry?
No, keep
No,
going.
go ahead. I was just gonna say so I can get that pass without a trace bonus.
Okay. As you start moving out, is the Maw's turn. It seemingly clocks you, Corvin. And it lurches up and lets out a roar. And I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
27.
Good roll from Flit.
11.
I have wait, is this magic perchance? Like, is it a
It
magical
is not.
effect?
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
I've never gotten to use that ability.
I'm sorry.
okay.
You will, I promise.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
you will.
I highly doubt it's a charm effect either, so... 6.
Okay.
17.
17. Everyone except Flit, you feel this roar shake you to your very core. The three of you are frightened for 1 minute. You can remake the save at the end of your turn. Flit, you are immune to this effect for 24 hours as you pass the save.
Yay.
It then looks down at where Corvin is, and much like they just re-described, it lowers his head and lets out a massive cloud of steam directly into your direction. And you make me a dex save.
I'm okay at those.
You are okay at those.
19.
That fails.
Hey. Okay.
Okay. Wow, that was really low. Holy shit.
That was really low. You take 1,000 points of damage.
Well, fucking Ara's a widow now. Have fun with that.
You take 47 points of damage
What the fuck?
as you are completely blasted by this massive cloud of steam.
Great, you scald. hate this thing getting competitive.
It did.
Oh, look at Joe.
You said 47, right?
47.
Oh, he's looking rough.
That is, however, its turn. We move back up to Flynn. Corvin, you feel the clothes on your backs begin to, like, burn away. Your skin begin to boil, but you are still up. Flint, what would you like to do, having seen this? You are the only one currently not frightened.
Can I whisper and not break stealth?
Yes.
I'm gonna whisper over to Corvin and Sarah, who are in the bubble. You guys teleport out.
What about Lily?
I'll get her. It looks like it's after you two. And I have an idea.
Give me just 1 second, folks.
Oh,
Alright, apologies
Robot?
about that. Yeah, some of you were roboting. I wasn't sure if it was on my end or not, so I could see my Discord connection as being kind of wonky, so I figured it was me.
My Discord connection's been wonky too. It's
Okay.
been like 1 bar, 3 bars, and it just keeps pinging everywhere.
It might just be
Yeah,
a
same.
Discord thing then.
it might be.
Mine's doing that too. Like, as I said that, it went down to 2 bar.
So, hey, Tart.
Yes.
I have like 3 questions for you. One, how far is the Cruel Lady Mark II from here?
From where you guys are? Oh man, you're gonna... What? A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Okay, so when we landed at the port, how far was that?
It was 250 feet from the outside of, or from the edge of the ring.
And we were 100 feet down from there.
You're 100 feet down.
So it'd be like 400 feet?
Give or take.
Okay. And
Now, I think I know what you're planning. If you're going to do what I think you're going to do, I will require a perception check to make sure you can even see the spot to do it.
that was going to be the second question. The third one was mostly going to be now everyone said that it only stays within the rocks, right?
Yes, that is what they were saying.
And the ship's outside the rocks.
Yes, the ship is just on the edge of the ring of rocks. Yes, Reed was saying that it didn't venture outside of the ring for whatever reason.
I don't want to test that. Okay.
So still my turn. I'm going to. No, it's fine.
You're good, man.
That was more a reminder for everyone else. So you're pretty banged up. I
It
want
was
to
like
cast
watching
healing.
somebody. It was like watching Brendan Fraser in The Mist. Have you seen that?
No,
I have not.
Alright, never mind.
I don't have a way to heal you without drawing its attention.
I was gonna say, don't people have healing potions?
Have you tried to drink something underwater?
He has a point. He has a point.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Sorry.
I'm actually. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Actually, never mind. We're just gonna do this now.
Okay.
Tart, have I seen an octopus before?
You have. I'd say no check required on that one.
Can I wild shape into an octopus? Or actually, or how about a reef shark? We've seen that around here.
Yeah, I've seen that. You saw it just a little while ago. You can absolutely do that.
I'm gonna wild shape into a reef shark, and I'm gonna start casually swimming around like I belong.
Make an insight check as you start swimming around.
Oh, please. "12."
I will say this is not an incredibly high check. It doesn't seem bothered by you, or at least interested in you.
Okay. So, I have that was my bonus action. I talked to Corbin. I'm going to use my action to hold action, and with Pass Without a Trace up, when Lily comes out, swim together, and potentially hide her with my shark form.
Okay. Alright. I like this. Okay, so you're over back by the boat again, yes?
I never moved away from the boat. I was just kind of like pretending to be a shark. Sure. Yeah, I'm by the boat now.
Are you you're by the Montego? Or you're by where you were at the start of your turn?
Where I was at the start of my turn.
Okay. Just clarifying. Yeah, I will allow that. Okay.
That's turn.
Okay. Sarah, it is your go. Flit is a shark and Corvin is in danger.
Okay, I asked in the Discord, having seen the Maw now and the Ring of Rocks, would it be possible to insight and try to determine why it didn't leave?
I'm going to say you can. It's going to be with disadvantage.
I'll take those up.
Oh, shit, that's right. I forgot Diana was with you guys.
I just doubled that wand on that insight.
You got no fucking idea. Not a clue. You can't even begin to think of why that would be the case. I'm a really quick roll initiative for Diana. I forgot she was with you guys. 4. Alright. I will give her her turn though. After your turn.
Okay. And Flit transformed into an animal, which means I can't get the bag of holding now. I'm going to move over and stay next to Corbin. I mean, we both have the lowest hit points right now, but worst comes to worst, he can teleport us out.
Okay. As you move out to Corbin, go ahead and make me another stealth check with disadvantage.
Normal because of the boots.
And
Normal
you
'cause
should
of the
still be in
boots.
the radius.
You are still within the radius.
Okay. So that's a 31.
31. Okay. Let me double check a thing really quick. Let's see. Okay. As you move out to Corvin, you sort of get up on his side, and the moss still seems to be fixated on him. You're honestly not even entirely sure if it has acknowledged you.
You said it's fixated on Corbin?
It's fixated on Corvin.
Oh boy.
If you want to roll
Okay.
insight, you can.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to. 24.
It thinks Corvin has the orb.
Oh, that does not bode well.
Is that your turn?
Can I insight to try and well, there's no really clues as to why it would be fixated on the orb. So if I were to roll insight, it would be at disadvantage, wouldn't it? I'm sorry about the dog.
You're good. I'm going to say, because you just rolled one, I'm going to say no for this turn.
Okay. That makes sense.
In fact, you've rolled 2 this turn, so I'm going to say no.
Oh, yeah, I have. I don't know what else to do. If I attack it, it'll just get really mad. I assume the orb is in, like, my pocket or something right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything else I can do.
Okay. Then we move to Diana, because I skipped Diana's turn. Because I, again, forgot she was with you guys, so I'm currently looking at Diana's spell list.
Really quick, remember those gems that we got in the cave or tunnel or whatever leading beneath Cormac's house that we have been referring to as flashbangs? What size would you say those are?
I would say that they are honestly the size of a flashbang. They would fit in the palm of your hand.
So not softball size.
Not
Okay.
softball size.
That's all I needed.
I want to see... Is this how the spell works? I love this. That's really cool. Diane, I don't know why you have this. I know why you have the spell prepared, because Tart thought ahead and thought for this exact situation. Diana is gonna cast Control Water from inside the Montego. She's going to break stealth. And you guys watch as the flow of water surrounding Sarah and Corvin all of a sudden begins to carry them. If I think this is how the spell works, begins to carry them towards the outside of the ring, up towards the Cruel Lady. 300 feet.
Frickin' Diana's been learning some water bending from Cora.
Now I will say you don't go 300 feet all the way up, but you guys,
Yeah.
I will say for this, swimming, as long as you stay in the flow she has created, your movement speed will be doubled. It's like being in, if you've ever seen Finding Nemo, the fucking, like the flow tunnel.
We're in that little current.
Yeah. That's, if someone wants to correct me and tell me that that's not what redirect flow means looking at it.
You cause playing water in the area to move in a direction that you choose, even if the water flows over obstacles. I mean, technically speaking, yeah.
I feel like that's something you could do, right?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
I mean,
no.
So,
I mean, it says it right there, and you're doing as the spell says.
yeah. So you guys on your turn can start moving that direction, make it 60 feet. In fact, actually, because it's concentration, anyone can use that and double their movement. to the 300 feet. And now I have to do math.
Did I do the math?
And this is why we should listen to algebra in school.
Yeah, no shit. All right.
Listen. Okay.
Pythagorean theorem. Bless. All right. That's not what I wanted. That's not Pythagorean theorem. I need the other thing.
Don't look at me, I'm a high school student. I still don't know Pythagorean theorem.
Oh wait, no, this is what I need. Calculate. Okay. So with the flow of water, it would, if you guys continue using that flow of water, it would take you 223 feet directly to the cruel lady.
In one
Because the
turn?
range of the spell is 300 feet.
Damn.
I love you, Diana.
Man, I'm glad I
Oh,
gave her
shit.
control of water.
No, we should have left her on the shore.
Alright. So I will say that that does break Diana's stealth. So she is going to use her movement to get into the flow current and fucking book it.
Yeah,
Wise.
very wise.
So, on that note, I'm gonna change the music a bit.
If we were to dash, would that make it 120 feet?
Yeah. Okay. You guys are now... You now have a means of escape. Lily, it is your turn. Diana has just created a massive water flow for you guys to use. You are still technically in stealth. What would you like to do?
I see the water and I book it.
Okay. It takes, from where Diana was, it took her about 20 feet to get to it. And then she was able to go another 20 feet up the tube. So it's going to do the same thing for you. But you
Works
guys-
for me.
You are currently... Well, unless you are going to dash, because you do have your full action. You can dash.
I
if you
will
want.
dash.
Okay. So that is going to give you an extra... That's going to give you like an extra 60. So you are fucking cruising.
All I think of is the turtles.
Yep. Righteous, brother.
Yeah, bruh.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Corvin, is your go. This flow of water has already begun to move you somewhat, and you see Diana enter like your area, and she just goes, "Let's go!"
Yeah, going in the airflow.
Okay. Nice.
Full movement.
Okay, you dash and you move 120 feet. You are already halfway to the cruel lady.
I was going to dash. I said full 30 feet of movement.
Oh, okay. Then you move 60. You are 1/4 of the way to the cruel lady. I will say, for the sake of this, it's the cruel lady is 240 feet away.
Can I see it?
Make a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, yes I do.
The
11.
normal. I will say you can see the silhouetted shape of it.
Okay. I was gonna do the things that are suggested, but no, fuck it. While it's distracted, sending to Rovan. Hey, you might want to get to the ship now.
Okay. I will say above game, Ravon doesn't even reply. He just starts going to ham on the boats.
I just assume the reply is.
Oh shit, oh fuck, oh god. Oh, Atlas. And on that note, I'm gonna roll initiative for Ravon. I have a sheet up.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say he'd probably have felt the water.
He,
Wait, what?
I will say he probably would have noticed some shit was going down. But now he's
But-
just like, okay, we're going.
Okay, so that was just to confirm his suspicions. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Because a lot of shit's been going down under here. It's not
Yeah,
exactly
yes.
like you guys are super deep.
Yeah, and okay, so this is another mechanics question. Coming out of the ring of spell storing, would that count as casting a spell? Or using an item?
Casting a spell. Because you're casting
Okay.
a spell from the ring.
Okie dokie, that is.
Honestly, if Ravon rolled a high enough perception check, you could probably see the fucking thing's head because it is like 60 feet up from the surface of the plateau. There's a big boy.
That's all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright. Then you move to the Maw. The Maw, seeing what's going on, roars once again. And I need to have Diane. Oh, that's right! Fucking real quick, Sarah, Lily, and Corbin, everyone go ahead and re-roll your wisdom saves.
Man, Corvin.
Oh, yeah.
11.
I need to actually see what Diana's save would have been before.
Phew.
Okay, so I'm gonna have her re-roll as well. Oh wait, no, it's not her turn yet. I should-
17.
17, 2, 11. Y'all still fail. Y'all are still frightened. The Maw is going to fucking see if it can even see its target right now. Because that is a fucking bullshit that's going on. Okay. Alright, it does see you. So it's going to make a tail attack on you, Corbin.
Oh, I'm dead.
Corbin, what is your
Hey.
AC?
14.
Okay, I don't even have to roll.
Oh god, I hate those kinds of enemies.
Okay. Corbin, you take 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna have to cutting words that.
Okay, do it.
So it's 21, you said?
21.
Oh god, hang on. I gotta do. It's 21 minus. Oh god, I gotta get higher than a 4. Let's
You can
ride.
do it, man, I believe.
4. I'm down.
You
That's
are
exactly my.
at-
That's exactly my current hit points.
you are at 0.
Literally, I knocked myself back to 0.
You are moving. You are going up the tube, and you look out of the corner of your eye. And I apologize, it wasn't a tail attack. I can't do that. It is a claw attack. I will say, for sake of brevity and fairness, I will reroll the damage because it will make a difference. That is significantly better. Double ones. 12.
Minus the 4, so that's 10. May as well use the.
Minus the 4 makes it 8.
Listen, I'm stressed right now.
So you are
1,
still
2,
up.
3, 4,
So
5, 6,
you
7,
look off
8.
to your side, and all of a sudden you see a claw just coming down at you. You move to the side, and it hits you in the side, and you are sent into like a spiral in the tunnel. But you are still up.
Stupid question.
Stupid
You
answer.
said it sent in. You said it sent him into a spiral in the tunnel. Does that mean I get further up?
No, you do not.
Fuck. Okay, I had to ask.
Yep. Alright. Seeing what's now that there are multiple targets, it is going to attempt Yeah, it's gonna go after Lily on the second one. So, Lily does a 23 hit.
Yes. 1 second. I may have something for that. Yeah, no, that's gonna hit.
Okay. You take 17 points of damage as, much like before with Corvin, you kind of look off to the side to see if you are in the clear, and a giant claw is coming rushing at you. It knocks you and you stagger a bit, but you are still okay. Then we have poor Diana. Let's see. Oh, Diana's gonna get hit by default as well. Okay. You guys see Diana a bit further ahead. Kind of looks down at you guys and she calls out to you, "We're gonna make it!" Because she's a fool, you see. Lily, you see the thing charging at her, and before you are able to say anything to her, you watch the jaws grab her by the legs and rip her out of the tunnel as she is grappled by the bite attack. Diana takes 26 points of damage.
She still has all her health. It's okay.
She does. She is currently grappled by the maw. Oh, and I also need to roll a thing. Hold on. You get your breath weapon back. You don't. Okay. That is the maw's turn. Move to Corvin. No, wait. Hold on.
I was gonna say, I just went.
It'd actually be Diana's turn, I
It
think.
would be Diana's turn.
Rovon, because Rovon
yeah.
won't higher than Diana.
Hold on. I see what I've done. I didn't properly update initiative. Okay. So it was...
Yeah, because...
We cut to Rovon. As he is violently rowing. He has stacked the boats on top of each other. He's got one boat. He starts steering it, and then he's pulling the other boat by his fucking teeth with a rope. That's Rovon's turn. He's just gonna be moving towards the thing. Go to Diana. Who is kind of shit out of luck right now, I'm gonna be real. She is... Oh, wait! Freedom of movement. She can use 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from a creature that has it grappled.
Yeah!
Hell yeah! Good job, Flit.
Thank you, Drew Iona.
She gets pulled out, and then you see just before she gets too far away, she slips out from between the thing's teeth and hops back into the tunnel. Blood is running down her leg. She looks like the world's bloodiest fucking underwater comet right now. I don't know. But she uses her action to dash and starts soaring up towards the boat. That was gonna be her turn. Back up at the top, we have Flit. Flit, you're still down by all the ships.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about me, so
He
it's
doesn't
like...
care about you.
As a reef shark, well, I'm going to... What's this weird thing? Oh, it seems to be a current. Guess I'll follow in. Do-do-do, I'm totally innocent. So
You're
that's
just gonna start making your way.
I guess.
Okay.
As a reef shark, I also get 10 more feet of movement, so that's 80 with a dash, and then the wind, the current.
160. Hot damn. So you guys are like moving up the current, and then all of a sudden, Flit just kind of shows up next to you, like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
Pay no attention to the shark that doesn't care about blood.
Is that your turn, Flit?
Yeah, that's my dash. So, that's it.
All right, Sarah, you have also yet to enter the current. What would you wish to do?
Get in the current.
Okay, easy enough. You were technically being pulled along by it anyway, so you actually technically were in it.
Yeah, and bonus action dash.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So hold up. Because if I think I've got this right. Bonus action dash. How much feet is that, guys?
60.
60. And then you can, if you want, use your regular action to dash as well.
Wait, I can do that?
You can.
Yep.
That would put me at, what, 240 feet? Because of the current?
120.
It would put you at
Actually, be
120.
90. I think it would be, like, if it's action dash, movement, and bonus action, it would be about 90. So it would be about 180.
180. God damn.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Fair enough.
I would also like to re-roll my wisdom save.
Yes, please.
That's another 2.
Oh, I forgot to reroll Diana's on her turn. Hold on. 1 second. Also, funny enough, I looked at it. Ravon should technically have had to roll a wisdom save too. Because he technically was within range. Let's go, Diana!
Yay, Diana!
Diana said, "You ain't eating me today, bitch!" Okay. Sorry, I'm still thinking of math. Hold on. So bonus action dash, 30 feet, which is then doubled to 60, which is then doubled to 120. Does dash add just 30 feet?
Yes. It adds double what their movement is.
Okay, it adds. Okay. Never mind then. So yeah, it would be 120 or 180 feet. So Sarah is currently the closest to the boat. After all
Probably a
that.
good thing considering I have the shark.
Yes. Okay.
So, sorry. So it's the current. How much does the current improve movement?
It doubles your movement speed.
Okay, so it'd be 60, 120 for first dash.
And then another 30 for the second dash. Which is
Oh,
then-
does it only apply once?
Well, she's using her movement with the original dash. She doesn't have 2 movements. So she has the 30. She has a base of 30. She gets 30 more because of her bonus action dash, and then 30 more with her normal action to dash.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Okay.
That's where my confusion was as well. Because I was
Yeah.
thinking, oh, she has an additional 60 total.
Yeah,
That's
I was
not the
thinking it
case.
too. So it's instead of 60 times 2 times 2, it's
90 times
30 times 2.
Yes. Alright. So, anyways. So a 2 on your wisdom save, Sarah. You are still frightened. Understandably. Lily, it is your go.
I'ma just keep moving.
Alright.
Just keep swimming, Dory.
Just keep swimming. Alright. You are... Oh, God, hold on. So, I'm doing math. So this is what, your second turn in the tunnel?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry,
Think?
I'm just doing that because you haven't done you didn't get your full movement on the first one. You didn't get like the full like 120 or whatever it was on the first one, so I was making sure. Hello, Nugget. Excuse me, sir. Okay.
Nugget, help us.
You're about at the same spot for. I'm gonna just stop doing numbers. You're about at the same spot as where Sarah is now, give or take. On your next turn, you will be at the boat.
Then I will just, or you said I'm exactly like where Sarah is now.
Give or take, yeah, relatively. You're close enough.
Yeah, that's all I want to do then.
Okay, reroll me your wisdom save.
$18.
Still not enough.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right,
That's
Corbin
my
is.
turn.
Corbin is your go.
So, using 60 feet using all of my movement, so 30, so 60 feet to get up the current. How close? How far is the ship from there?
This is your second turn in it? You would have had all
Yes.
your movement up to this point, so you actually, using all your movement, you are able to get outside of the ring and get to the boat.
Is anyone close to me?
You are currently down in the water next to the boat.
Next to the boat, you say?
Actually, hold on. Because technically, I think the water current could go. Yeah, the water current actually is actually going to continue moving up and onto the boat. You are, but for the sake of this, you are still like in the water itself.
Okay. Because if anyone's next to me, I was gonna dimension door onto the deck.
Okay, I will say that you are close enough to where you can do that easy enough. Next to you, I would say you could grab either Sarah or Lily going past, and then be able to do it with a perception check, with a lower DC than before.
Sarah has all that movement.
Sarah
I'm gonna
also
grab
has
Lily.
the Star Shard.
Ooh, yeah, fuck, yeah, right, shit.
Also,
has
no
the-
health.
She has the MacGuffin and it has no
Okay.
health.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna grab Sarah.
Okay.
Poof, poof.
As you grab
Onto-
Sarah, you both poof onto the deck of the ship, outside of the Ma's range, and the rest of you inside, watch as the Ma comes to a near stop as this happens, and roars once again.
That sounds bad.
It comes to a stop inside the Ring of Rocks?
Inside the Ring of Rocks.
And how
So-
far from the Ring of Rocks did you say the ship is?
It is right on the edge of it. It was just outside of the ring. But you two are on the boat now. Corvin, the two of you appear, and Reed and Aura kind of look over at you guys like, what's happening?
Fuck that! I hope it stays in the ring. We got it.
Is that your turn, Corvin?
He's just gonna kind of look and like really scared. Load cannons, but don't fire unless it gets near. I don't know.
Okay. You can re-roll your wisdom save if you want, but you and Sarah are both now out of combat.
May as well. I like rolling. Natural 20.
You know what I just realized? You specifically needed a natural 20 to pass that save.
I figured. I figured the DC was very high, like on 20.
I will tell you right now, is DC 20.
Yeah. I figured that as much.
You are knowing that you are now in safety. You are no longer afeared.
I
I
won't
mean,
grow
fine,
this
even
ship.
at 22.
True. All right. Removing Sarah and Corbin from initiative. You're back at the Maw. Flit is a shark.
Wait a second.
What's up?
If it's DC 20, Lily rolled an 18 last time. Oh. Wait,
Lily
that was,
rolled like an 18.
she had a
with
2 added
modifier.
onto a 16.
Yeah.
Never mind, ignore me.
It happens, don't worry. But it is the Maw's turn. And I need to roll to see what it does. Okay. The rest of you watch as the two individuals, Sarah and Corbin, as they exit the range with the Star Shard. The Maw kind of just stops and looks almost defeated. It doesn't pursue the rest of you. It just kind of stops. Combat comes too close. The rest of you are able to ride the current out and onto the ship itself.
How long does it take Rovan to get back?
you guys like are cheering on or like screaming for Ravon as he's coming back, knowing that the Maw's there, but the Maw doesn't seem to be taking any interest. Everyone, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Seven.
17.
Lily got a 10.
23.
Corvin and Flit. So I will say, Lily and Sarah, you both see it begin to turn away and start heading away from the ship. But Corvin and Flit, you both watch as it returns back to the nest itself that was left in, or the nest of ships down the plateau. Slower than it was moving before, seemingly defeated. You all kind of watch Reed looking over the railing, kind of looking at it, and he goes, "Oh, so as deadly a beastie as I remember. Is everybody all right?" And you guys hear Corbin, "I'm coming! I'm on my way!"
So the moment that Reed asks if we're all right, like Corbin just immediately just like goes to hug Ara.
Ara kind of like just taking it back for a moment, but kind of hugs you back. I assume that's a no.
Few minor injuries. I think we all have a little bit of trauma from that.
Diana comes over Corvin and she is going to give you a 4th level cure wounds, giving you back fucking 37 hit points.
Okay, that would be 45. No, 46.
Ara kind of looks down at the burns on your arms and your chest, and she goes, "Wow, he got you good, didn't he?"
He kind of looks at her with a smile. Remember when I said if anyone's gonna die by doing something stupid, it's going to be me?
What'd you do?
Yeah.
Actually, don't answer that. Don't answer that. I don't want to know. Or at least not right now.
And then he just falls right back on his back. This is where I sleep now.
Well, to be fair, Corvin, you always did say you were the hottest in the group.
Most definitely. Never forget that.
This is currently kind of cooking in his own his own clothes.
Funny
Oh,
enough,
he-
steam breath did cold and fire damage.
Huh.
Cold and fire? Okay, because like I'm resistant to cold at the very least.
I want to, after this game, express how fucking lucky you got with that breath weapon, by the way.
Oh man, I'm gonna
It rolled obscenely low.
Yeah. Yay.
So, anyways, Ara kind of looks at the rest of you. Well, while he's having his moment, did you all get what you were looking for?
Sarah will pull the star shard from her pocket and hold it up.
Reed kind of looks at it and goes, "Yeah, that's it, all right. Give you any trouble? I might have remembered that the box was trapped after you guys left. I apologize for that. It's been a
You
long
couldn't
time.
have remembered that before.
Hey,
I had a
hey,
goddamn seizure.
it's been a number of years, and I never tried to open the box, so I didn't have to deal with it."
Sarah's just staring at him, exasperated.
Hey, at least you got it. He kind of looks over the railing again. Maybe we should actually get the show on the road, Captain. Ara goes, yeah, let's start heading back. She starts calling out to the crew. We're shipping off! Everyone to your stations! The engine begins to purr once more. You guys slowly start heading back. Before we wrap, is there anything anybody would like to do?
I have one thing, but I'd like it to be just the group.
Okay. You guys kind of gather up on your own after a little while, after you recover for a bit. Just you guys.
Sarah will pull 8 platinum from her pocket and hand 2 to each member of her team.
Good to know that I'm worth 2 platinum. Thank you.
Also, give fuck Diana, I guess.
No, that's including Diana.
Then who are you
She
leaving
did.
out? Because that's...
She's swiped
Myself.
10. Yeah.
But there's 5 of them to give out. Or 5 people to give out to.
The 4 of us,
Yes.
Ravon and Diana. 6 people.
Oh shit.
Oh,
So you're leaving someone out. That's who I'm wondering.
I'm okay.
Alright, easy enough. Problem
I've
solved.
miscounted.
No,
Oops.
it's alright.
Here, let's do it this way. I'll keep 1 platinum and give the other platinum to Flit.
Okay.
Sharesies.
That's my bad, I miscounted.
It's all good. It's all good.
This was all I was able to swipe.
Well, it's probably for the best we didn't push our luck. That was no joke.
No,
Yeah, no kidding.
I think it was just as powerful as they said it was gonna be. Probably even more so. I don't think we would have won in a fight against that thing.
Oh, I don't think there's any way.
Part of me is wondering, it kind of looked really sad when we left with the key. Part of me is wondering if we should just kind of like come back and just drop it in the water for it.
No.
How's about no?
If anyone ever has to retrieve that key again, I don't want to put them through that.
I am curious though, why? Diana kind of looks back at Bloodtooth Bay as you guys are moving away from it. Why can't it leave the bay?
Maybe it's
Are the spires like magical of some sort?
Can I try
boss,
insight again?
Sure.
Can I
What were
roll?
you gonna say,
Can I
Corbin?
can I roll Arcana?
Sure.
That's a 10 insight.
24.
10 doesn't get you much. 24 Arcana. You actually don't think it has to do with the spires at all.
So is it like that's where it's like that's its nest, that's its lair and whatnot, so that's where it stays?
Possibly.
Like he's still on the floor, by the way, kind of like
Yeah.
spread eagle, just kind of shouting. It could be because that's where its nest is. That's what was probably born. That's where it's probably going to pass. It's tough to say, really.
Diana goes, I mean, I guess so, but it was right there on us. It could have just gone out a little bit, but maybe it thinks the spires are magical. I don't-
Honestly, I'm surprised it didn't use those tentacles.
Yeah, don't remind me about those.
Let's not talk about tentacles for like the next, I don't know, week.
Here's what I'm wondering. If it seems isolated in such a way, what happened with Bloodtooth Bay, actually?
As you all begin to ponder these questions and sail back north towards Dragon's Reach, that is where we're going to wrap tonight.
Ooh.
As you guys escaped the wrath of a CR-30 Leviathan.
What?
I believe it. I believe it.
Corvin, my man. Corvin, my man.
I'm wily, man. I don't know what to tell you.
24d6. All ones and twos.
The dice knew it was my birthday.
I got 2 3s on the entire thing.
The dice knew.
The dice fucking knew, and they were merciful.
Thank you, RNG. I know I shit on you every time I play Blood Bowl, but you know what? You're there for me, bro. You're there for me when I need it. I'm just.
It was 12d6. It was a DC 24 dex save.
24. I needed a 19. I needed like a natural 19 to fucking pass that. Jesus.
DC 24 dex save to take half damage. It was 12d6 cold damage, 12d6 fire damage.
I was gonna say because like I'm at the very least resistant to cold because of the boots. Still would have fucked me up though.
But
Like I probably would have shaved off like 10 damage.
oh, absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Let's start with our birthday boy. Joe, where can people find you? The man who survived the onslaught of a CR-30 Leviathan.
You can find me crying myself to sleep later on tonight at twitch.tv/Joe_Mojo, where I'm the host of MNW Firing Line, where we recap MNW Warzone and Friday Night Flashbang in a nice little digestible package for you all to enjoy. As well as go ahead and find my musings and nonsense at Twitter at TheJoeMojo, where I am currently doing something stupid known as the November Diaries, where I'm technically role-playing as a soldier who is in the occupation, who is in Christmas occupation of November.
Hell yeah.
It's gotten nutty. The holiday spirit virus is apparently spawning pot editors. It's nutty.
Jesus. Dear God.
And let's see here. I'm going to throw it to River.
Hi, that's me. You can find me over at twitch.tv/AwakenedReverend97, where I should be having Curse to Strahd tomorrow night. I'm 90% sure. And well,
Brag about it.
there's some new things about my wonderful little tiefling that are happening. So please go check me out over there. But yeah, my normal hours. I probably am gonna play Animal Crossing more. Sarah.
They can find me at twitch.tv/wolfstalker16. Um, I'm off and on streaming again. I'm trying to stay caught up on schoolwork. I'm also still raising money for my friend Taylor. Coco has been at service dog training since November 7th and is already showing remarkable promise. Coco is just doing phenomenal. As I have said in the past, Taylor is very appreciative for any money she gets to help pay for Coco's service training. Taylor doesn't see this as money she's just going to spend. She sees this as her getting her life back, and that is exactly what it is. Because Taylor suffers from such severe PTSD that she cannot go out in public in a group of like more than 2 people. Otherwise, she will shut down. And that's what Coco is being trained to combat, is to bring Taylor's PTSD to a minimum and help Taylor have her life back. CG.
You can find me nowhere because I'm not much for social media, but you can find me here every Monday, obviously. Every other Tuesday, this is an off week for Curse of Strahd, and every Thursday for Legends of Ambria. We wound up taking Strahd off last week due to unfortunate scheduling issues. We should be back next Tuesday, though, with the same tagline as before. Don't take sweets from strangers.
Don't talk to strangers.
But that's it to me. So here, have a potato tart.
Wait, did we miss someone?
No.
But for me, to River, to Sarah, to CG. No.
We missed
Oh, I
Ravon,
see.
or
I
J Frost.
fucking I thought I did River's command. I did not. I apologize. There we go.
Well,
There's
also we-
River's shout out command.
Yeah, we already did Frost during the break.
Yes. That was also what I was thinking of. But you can find me here at twitch.tv/fartingtart, where this week I'm gonna do some one-offs. I'm gonna just kind of do whatever to prep for our type lock that's gonna be starting this Friday for Pokemon. Whatchamacallit? Pokemon Shining whatever.
Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Shining Porpoise.
Yeah, I can't wait because I'm taking Friday off because I usually take days off during my birthday week, and I'm gonna play the crap out of Diamond.
Brilliant Rhombus Shining Porpoise.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, we are going to be doing a type lock for that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But we gotta raid someone. We're going to raid
Beverly.
Bwevmus.
Oh, they're doing black and white.
They are doing specifically a Blaze Black Nuzlocke.
What the hell's Blaze Black?
It's a emulator. I mean, it's a completely legit Pokemon game that came out and is not a ROM of any sort.
Now
Shifty eyes.
Now see, that's fine and all. Blaze Black is fine, but I don't know. I personally prefer the Gen 1 version, Blaze Blue.
Fucking bullshit blazing.
But thank you all for joining us today. Go show Bwev a little bit of love, and we will be back next week for another episode of Exilia Regalia. Thank you all for joining us, and we will be back next week. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, and most importantly, you matter. Goodbye, bye-bye. We love you.
Bye.
All right.